Hello and welcome to build up to a good game. West Ham United take on Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. 90 minutes and possible penalty shootouts awaits us this evening, with the winner moving on to the quarter-final of the competition. Coming up in tonight's show, we'll be taking a look at the lineups in 5 minutes' time. We'll have a little bet, hopefully win one of you guys some money. Myself and Gonzo got a little favour from you and a little chit-chat with the live chat, so keep your interaction coming. But don't go anywhere, because coming up is Charlie with a watch-along. Before myself and Gonzo will have a review as well. Hammers Chat, your one-stop shop for everything you need on a match day. Anyway, do you enjoy that introduction, Gonzo?
Oh, it's really smooth. You didn't even pause for breath.
It all day. I've been practicing it all day.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Have
you been talking to the head behind you?
I have.
Been talking to one another, saying this is your Hammers Chat. It's your one-stop shop. Ah, damn, we've got to start it again. This is your swap. Okay, last time. Take 10.
I was talking to the foam head, and foam head approves. So I thought I'd use it. So here we go. So I thought I'd try it on you, because you're the next biggest dummy I know apart from that foam head.
It's true. It was very, very slick, I must say, my friend.
Anyway, are you looking forward to it tonight?
I am now. Yeah, I am. But I wasn't until you did your introduction. It's got me right in the mood. I think I'm just going to stay with Hammers Chat for the duration.
Brilliant. I'm very relaxed, actually. I think I'm looking forward to it a lot because I'm so relaxed, because I'm sort of like, I think it depends what side of the fence you sit on. If you sit on the side of Gatesy and Charlie Woodgate, which is I want full strength, I want to win this cup, then you probably got a little bit of nerves as well as excitement, but as well as jubilation ahead of you, you've also got a little bit of disappointment ahead for the evening, possibly. Whereas with ourselves, when there's people like ourselves, and there's a lot of people agree with us and a lot disagree with us, by the way, but the ones that agree with us, which is Moyes can do what he wants, hopefully we get through, of course we want to win, but if we go out, it's not the end of the world. I think it allows you to be a bit more like chilled out ahead of the game, if you know what I mean.
Can I just say, I was joking about Charlie earlier. I sort of assumed that most people understand what my sense of humour is, but a couple thought I was upset with Charlie, and I really wasn't. I was just teasing. He's lovely, really.
Anyway, Souček starting. We'll have the lineup confirmed in 3 minutes' time, but unofficially, Gonzo, I believe Thomas Souček is starting.
Yes, I know, because when you were practicing your warm-up, he wasn't really practicing his warm-up, but just as we were about to go live, the ticker tape was at the bottom, and I just out the corner, I just saw Souček. So he must be taking it seriously. Well, at least Souček's taking it seriously. We know that much.
Yeah. Right. Okay. We've got a favour from you. Before we get the lineups in a couple of minutes, we've got a favour from you. In the description of this video, there's a link which takes you to a fantasy football app. It's completely free to download. It's completely free to join up. So if you can download it and join up, be much appreciated. Every time someone joins up using our link in the description, Hammers Chat gets some money. So if no one downloads it, we get no pennies. Loads of people download it, we get loads of money. But if some of you download it, we get some money. And that's what we're targeting, aren't we, Gonzo? We're targeting
some money. Some money for well, I'd like a foam head as well, quite frankly. I've got no one to talk to in here. Geo's got company. I do. I've got Conor. Oh, Conor McGregor's not hanging up, is he? He's fallen down. He's around somewhere. Anyway, that doesn't matter. But yeah, the app is really good. It's a fantasy football app, but it's 5-a-side. Now, unlike some of these fantasy football apps, where if you're not in on the first week of the season, it's 6-a-side. That's what I said. Unlike some of these fantasy football apps, if you don't get in at the start of the season, you're screwed. Not with this one. It sort of refreshes. There is a seasonal thing, but they have a new competition every week, and they're handing out prizes. These people have got some wonga, to be honest with you. So even people, proper Hammers Chat people, are 30 quid, 80 quid. We've had a 50 quid, we've had 100 quid, haven't we? Big prizes every week. So join up. Play it, you help us out, and you may even help yourself out. And if you're lucky, you might be good at it, and you might just have the kudos of being the top Hammers Chatterer. If you are at the end of the season, we're going to give some prizes away as well.
Yeah, we're giving prizes away to people. But anyway, did you see this? Just quickly, I know you might want to do a video. Just quickly, did you see this? We've got we increased our capacity to 62,500. That actually 2,500 people.
I'll do a video on anything, Geo. Yeah, that'd do me.
There you go. There's some content from you. Thanks to Gary Page. I think it's quite good. I think one thing that the club does, sort of falls behind on the top six, if you like, the Sky Sports top six. One thing we do fall behind is ticket revenue, because Liverpool only have 50% of their capacity as season ticket holders. The other half all pay match by match. Of course, they only visit Anfield 2 times a season. They're more inclined to go to the club shop. They're more inclined to buy food in the ground and stuff. So that's where clubs like Liverpool really capitalise on the match day. because West Ham had like 90% season ticket holders, you tend not to visit the club shop. You tend not to spend your money on the concourse. You've got a pub you go to before the game and after the game. So you get in late and you leave early kind of thing. So I think it makes sense. I've seen that the club have decreased the percentage of season ticket holders already for this season, and now they've increased the capacity. I'd imagine there won't be many season ticket holders in that 2,500. They'll be trying to maximize match day revenue. It makes sense from a business point of view. Doesn't mean I agree with the ticket prices though, but we'll deal with that in another video. Because you ready for your team lineup?
Yes, please.
Charlie, click the ticker banner. It's right. There you go. We've got Areola in goal with a back four, possibly a back three, and we'll discuss that in a minute. But the defence is Ben Johnson, Craig Dawson, Issa Diop and Aaron Creswell, possibly Arthur Masuaku as well. In midfield, we've got Thomas Souček and Mark Noble. With certainly up front, we've got Lanzini, Vlasic and Yarmolenko, and possibly Masuaku. It depends how you see this formation. It's either three at the back with Creswell, Dawson, and Diop, and Masuaku and Johnson wing-backs, or we're sticking with our usual formation. Masuaku will be utilised as a winger. How do you see this? How do you think he's lining up tonight?
Yeah, three at the back. I think it's three at the back, isn't it?
It's 50-50. I'm 50-50 because the Masuaku thing makes you suggest it's three at the back. But why would you change formation? It's been working so well for us to accommodate Masuaku. With the greatest of respect, he's not Messi. I don't want to see what's been working for us so far this season. I don't want to see that compromised so that we can accommodate Arthur Masuaku. I hope it's 4-2-3-1. We stick to our game plan, stick to what we know and what we do well, because we are doing it well. I hope we stick to our game plan, and Masuaku's got to adapt to that rather than we adapt to Arthur Masuaku. I think it's a back four.
You're probably right. We discussed this in the build-up that actually they don't play with an orthodox striker, so we didn't want three players stood at centre back with nobody to mark with their hands in their pockets. So it may well be that that's the case. In which case, then Masuaku is, as we both wanted, funny enough, playing the position that we both suggested in the build-up. So it's nice that Moyes is listening to what we're saying again.
But from formation aside, what do you think of the actual lineup itself?
Weird. It's a bit weird, really. It's a second string with Souček and Creswell in there, really, isn't it? Let's be fair. But I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with it. I've no doubt. Well, the only thing that worries me is Creswell, because he's nearly as old as me, and the trouble is he's playing every game at the moment. What I do is I do trust Moyes. I do trust the medical team or the data analyst. They'll know how fit he is, and they're going to be constantly assessed when they're at the training ground. They're constantly put on treadmills and probed and spiked and whatever else they do to them. So they will know when they're getting too much lactic acid in their muscles and they're at peak fitness, or that they're looking a bit fatigued or whatever. All this stuff will be measured. All this stuff will be monitored. So I guess it's all right, but that's what would worry me as much as anything. But I don't mind the team. I mean, the bench is going to tell us an awful lot, isn't it? If Charlie's done his magic on the bench, that'd be interesting.
I've got the bench to hand. I've got the bench.
Oh,
to hand.
I'll read that
out now. There you go. The bench for West Ham this evening is Dan Randolph, Harrison Ashby. Despite playing for the under-23s last night, or the under-21s of DFL Trophy, he is on the bench this evening. Vladimir Soufal is on the bench, making his return from injury. Kurt Zuma and Yamal Baptiste are also on the bench, as well as Chester's, Pablo Fornals, Saeed Benrahma and Jared Bowens. Declan Rice has got the night off. Mikel Antonio has got night off, as does Angelo Ogbonna. They've got the evening off as well. So a strong bench from us. The starting 11, I'm not going to lie, I'm pleased, possibly. I think Moyes has done the right thing, which is I'll play what you would call the second string. I think it's harsh to call them that because they've all got a really big role this season, but certainly not your cup final 11.
No.
He's put them all in and thought, right, now I'm going to have to make them up. Now I'm going to have to put in other players here. Ben Johnson sort of picks himself because Soufal's back from injury. So, like you said, tonight might be a bit too soon for Soufal, but certainly the Villa game, Soufal can play in that. Hence Ben Johnson. Darren Creswell one. It's just lack of options, really, isn't it? We just don't have another left back to put in. I do feel he could have put Johnson left back if he wanted to and brought in Harrison Ashby for this one and not played him last night. but we'll leave that be. No Ryan Fredericks on the bench, would insinuate he's injured again. Disappointing, really. In midfield, Souček, I get it. I don't think he, despite me thinking he's looked tired in some games, I think since the international break, funny enough, I think he's been fine. Everton, he was fine prior to being substituted. Europa League, he was fine. Against Tottenham, he was fine. I thought Declan Rice looked more tired to come the end of the game against Spurs than Thomas Souček. So I get why he's in there. So we've got a bit of physicality in there. Really strong team. No Alex Kral, so I assume he's still...
What, he must be ill. Well, he must be ill because I checked afterwards because you put it, you said in the build up to breakfast or whatever it was, you said to me, I'm sure Gonzo's right. I thought, I don't like it. People say that. So I went and checked. So it was the 14th of December. Not December, October, clearly. That's a premonition. He's going to get COVID again on the 14th of December. So 14th of October. So he's actually fine. So I reckon he's ill. I reckon it's not, some people get COVID and they have no symptoms.
He was injured before he got COVID, though, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. So quite possibly. But Moyes wants to win this. This is why you're not seeing Ashby and Johnson playing on the left and so on and so forth. Moyes wants to win this. He wants to win it without risking Rice and Antonio, really. Ogbonna's not playing because he doesn't need to play Ogbonna, quite frankly. And Ogbonna will. I bet his stats are peaking in terms of his fitness and whatnot. So he's probably in the ice bath or the, whatever recuperation methods they do. But you can see from the bench, Moyes wants to win this. So I think he'll be taking this very seriously, as much as he can, without risking his top two players, basically.
Anyway, the big question is what City's team really is. And in order to know if our team's strong enough or not to win the game, you need to know what City's playing. So would you like to know what Pep Guardiola's done tonight?
Not really.
I'm going to tell you anyway. Stefan is in goal for Manchester City with a back four of Kyle Walker, John Stones, Nathan Ake and Zinchenko. They've got a midfield trio, Fernandinho, Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne, with a front three of Riyad Mahrez, Raheem Sterling and Palmer up front as well. So despite
Pep, who up front?
Don't diss him. This boy's talented.
No, say his name again.
Palmer.
Yeah,
Palmer.
Palmer.
Palmer. Palmer.
Oh.
How would you pronounce it?
Palmer.
No,
you're not saying it right.
Derby, right? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Derby. That's all I'm saying. It's a derby to me. It's a derby to you. Palmer.
It certainly is.
Anyway, scored in Champions League against Club Brugge a couple of weeks ago for them. He's been involved in the first team as well. So while Pep Guardiola sat there in his press conference saying, we're going to feature some of the youngsters. There's one youngster in there, and he's your best youngster. It's almost cheating. It's almost like us saying that Ben Johnson is a youngster. It's a bit naughty. He doesn't play for the under 23s anymore for Man City. He's now a mainstay in the senior team. So Pep's cheating a little bit. A very strong team for Man City tonight.
That it certainly is. What we need to know, Charlie, old son, is how seriously is Pep Guardiola taking it with his bench, because then we're going to know if he's got some fierce players on the bench. We're going to find out then.
I'll rattle through them for you. You've got the Cup goalkeeper Scott Carson, the sub-goalie for Manchester City this evening. On the bench, we've got Diaz, Jesus, Grealish, Laporte, Rodri, Cancelo, Foden, Edouzi. Edouzi is another top-rated youngster at Man City. He's a winger at Man City. They've got some world-class players on the bench this evening.
He's taking it seriously, isn't he? There you go. Answers my question. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah. Brilliant.
He has to. Pep has, because they've won it the last 4 years, Pep's now made this his competition. And usually when a Sky Sports top six don't win the League Cup, it's not a big deal. So, they don't care about it. Well, that's because Pep's won it 4 times now. He cannot get beat and then dismiss it as if he doesn't care. Well, actually, you do care because you've won it the last 4 years. So clearly you care. So he can't poo-poo this competition like what other clubs of that stature can. It's a ridiculous side by Man City tonight. It's a heavily rotated team from the team that beat Brighton, but it's still good enough to beat majority of the teams in the Premier League. And do you know something? If this was our first team, Gonzo, I'd fancy us tonight.
What if the Man City team was our first team? I'd fancy us as well.
If we had Antonio, Rice, Ogbonna, Zuma, and all that out tonight, and that was the Man City team, I'd say to you, I think we'll do this. Actually, I think we'll beat that team. Yeah. I'm not saying they've got better players. I just think as a team, I think we we almost like rule their talent, if that like
who's playing up front for us?
Yarmolenko probably, won't it?
Yeah.
It will
Nobody.
be.
We might be doing a Man City on Man City. Might be going no strikers, and no midfield. Just
Well, anyway. So you've seen the teams. How are you feeling?
Much the same as it was before. There's no surprises there, really. I guess the only surprise was, I think, possibly Souček in there. We thought Cresswell might be because we wasn't sure he had too many options there, I guess. But and whilst we both said, that there was an option, and you particularly said you'd like Ashby in your team, and I sort of came round to your way of thinking. I never really thought he'd do it, so I guess not a massive surprise. We both expected De Bruyne to be in the team for Man City. Funny enough, I watched an interview with him on the telly. It was on whilst I was trying to look through my my TV box, let's put it that way, and find which channel it might be on, which apparently it's on a channel called Bein 2. So I was hunting through trying to find that, which is a non-English channel, but I actually had De Bruyne, and it had a massive interview with him as well. Impressive guy. I mean, impressive guy, listening to the way he speaks and the way he thinks about the game, and how he accepts that everybody's a good player, and there's a lot of real physical attributes in the Premier League, and what he's got to do to try and stay a step ahead of these fantastic athletes in the Premier League, and just little ways he looks for passes, ways he positions his body. It was really, really interesting. I thought, wow, that scared me quite a bit, actually. He talks a good game, and he's one of the finest footballers in the world.
He is, and he starts this evening for Man City. But I think this is a compliment to West Ham. I was saying about Tottenham, when Tottenham rested 11 players ahead of their game, they didn't put anyone out to the Netherlands. The rest of their starting 11 didn't work out for them, obviously. But I took that as a massive compliment to David Moyes and West Ham United, because Spurs were saying, this West Ham team are that good, we have to rest 11 players. We have to rest the whole team ahead of the game against them in the league. Tonight, Pep Guardiola, you will know Moyes was going to rotate the squad heavily. And he still thought, right, I'm still going to I can only afford one youngster in that starting 11 tonight because I need to win the game. I need to play Mahrez. I need to play De Bruyne. But like I said, you can only read so much into it because they played Wycombe Wanderers in the last round, and Kevin De Bruyne started that game as well. But it's a big compliment tonight that's a team that he's named to, that he thinks will get the job done at London Stadium. Their defence cost, I don't know, Ake was 50 million, John Stones was 50 million, Kyle Walker was 50 million, Zinchenko was however much he was, but nearly 200 million of talent in that back line. Kevin De Bruyne is one of the best footballers in the world. This Palmer, whatever Gonzo calls him, guy.
Palmer. It's not just Gonzo. Everyone calls him Palmer. You just call him something else. Palmer. That sounds weird.
Anyway, fancy doing a bet?
I'd love to do a bet.
Right, for you people that are new to the stream, make sure you subscribe. We're nearly on 20,000. We could get there this evening. That would be lovely. Drop a like on it as well. What we're ready to do, we're logging on to Bet365. Myself and Gonzo are going to put a little bet together. And if it wins, we're going to give one of you guys the winnings. We'll tell you how to get involved in just a second. But Gonzo, what are you fancying for?
Fancy using another app?
I heard about you moaning about it. But listen, it's working fine tonight, so let's stick with it. I think we have to. Do we go big and back West Ham to get the job done this evening?
We have to, because otherwise the odds are just going to be crap.
Okay, so let's do West Ham to qualify. So even if we win on pens, it doesn't matter. It counts. 10-3. That's a decent starting block. So what we're going next?
What about Palmer, or whatever you call him, to score?
Okay, I'm okay with that. Palmer to score.
Yeah, it's Palmer.
Anytime. Okay, that's up to 25-1. That's decent odds of Eddie. Do you want anything else? Will that do?
Well, it's a fiver, isn't it?
Yes, that's £125.
I know. I've told you. I know. I'm good at maths. It's £125. Should we go one more? Let's just go big. Let's go big. Surely a card for Dawson.
Okay, right. Let's do that then. Right, West Ham to qualify. Bosh.
Yeah, Dave said that. I don't even look at what Dave said. He was thinking. Well, I was thinking.
I had to do it with the group because you were away at the game on Sunday. I had to do the bet with people in the live chat, and everyone was disagreeing.
It's not easy, is it?
everybody was just saying completely different things. I was like, what we were putting, everybody was just saying different stuff.
They do disagree. Like, and I'll try that when the app doesn't work as well. That's good.
I had to just pick my favourite subscribers to the channel and just go what they said.
Yeah.
The bet lost, and now I don't like them anymore. Right, okay, we're going big, right? So here we go. West Ham to qualify. Palmer, Palmer, him to score for Man City, and Craig Dawson to get booked. 550 quid we win. Well, we'll do 2 winners.
Yeah.
275 quid each. 2 winners.
You and me, Geo. You and me all the way.
And I will buy someone a foam head as well, right? Look at that.
Absolutely.
To enter in the live chat, please put the following phrase.
Well, the play on words is on this occasion is the Manchester City goalkeeper, and we are going to Stefan things up at the back.
Stefan things up at the back. Get that into the live chat, and you're entered. And if that bet wins, 2 people will win £275 cash. And if it wins, it means West Ham are in the quarterfinal of the League Cup as well. So happy days. Yeah, bish bash bosh. I'm not feeling too confident. I'm not feeling too confident at all. I wasn't confident going into it. I've seen the lineups. My confidence remains the same. This is a team. This is. What's that? Stephen.
Oh, that's wrong. What are you doing, Dave? Stefan. Hold on, that's wrong. Sorry, hold on.
What does that mean?
That's
Stephen things up. That's worse than Palmer.
That sounds like steaming things up. That's very different to stiffing. Steaming.
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, let's leave it.
Do you know what I don't like? Because one of my pet peeves in football about managers is when a team plays the way and the lineup you'd expect, and they're almost not prepared for it. That's when it irritates me. Like when you used to play Wolves when Nuno was there, and the Traore would come on in the 70th minute and do something, and the other manager would go, "Oh, Traore changed the game." Well, yeah, he does it every week. As soon as you see Traore getting ready, you should be ready. You should have a plan ready for this substitution. So tonight, there's no excuses for either manager here. Moyes knew this would be Pep's side. Pep knew this would be Moyes' side. So there's no surprises for me. And for that reason, I think City will win. I don't think we're going to get smashed. I think we'll work hard. I think we'll make it difficult for them. But I do think they're going to go on to win this game. And just a massive thank you there to Alan, 449 in the super chat says, I hope you're well. Can we answer the big question? How have you been blocked by Stephen Eastlake?
Don't know what he's talking about.
Right, on Twitter, right, okay. There's someone called Stephen Eastlake on Twitter, a West Ham fan. He just blocked everyone. People have... Someone, do you know that thing? Someone's discovered it, right? So someone's discovered they're blocked by Stephen Eastlake and went, who's this guy? I've had no interaction with him and I'm blocked. Yeah. Okay. And of course, other people then go, am I blocked by... And it turns out loads of West Ham fans on Twitter are blocked by Stephen Eastlake and no one's had any interaction with him.
Excellent. I love that stuff. Brilliant.
Dave's not been blocked.
Dave, well, says a lot about your character, Dave, doesn't it?
Either I, interestingly.
Well, it says less about yours.
I was trying to work out why he would block people. And he still follows me. He might watch the channel. So, Stephen, if you do, thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I haven't been on there for ages. I've certainly done nothing to offend you, Stephen. And I do pronounce the name Palmer correctly. So there's even less reason to block me.
So it's sort of like the West Ham. There's always something on Twitter with West Ham. There's always something on West Ham on Twitter. 2 days ago, it was Danny Dyer doesn't like the song that West Ham fans have been singing.
I'm not surprised. I wouldn't like it if it was sung about my daughter. But it's quite a catchy song. Yeah, but it was the daughter that doesn't like the song being. Oh, right.
She doesn't like the song being sung about.
Even more so. I bet she doesn't like it. I wouldn't like it if people were singing about Jared Bowen shagging me.
I think you would like it. You'd make a video about it.
I probably would.
Can you imagine the amount of views you'd get?
3 videos. Jared Bowen turned up my house and ended up shagging me. There you go. That would be clickbait, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Bowen's on fire.
It never happened, and it won't happen.
Gonzo.
And if you're even thinking about it, Jared, forget it.
Why?
Good. What? Because he's not my type.
It would be good though. Bowen's on fire.
It would be good. It would be good as well.
Bowen's on fire. That'd be good anyway.
It always takes a turn, doesn't it? It always takes a turn to build.
Right. In the live chat now, get your thoughts in. It can be about the West Ham starting team, Manchester City's team. How do you see the game going? Just get anything in. Not your score prediction. We don't want that yet. Trevor Christie, not the yet. No score predictions yet. Anything else though? Get into the live chat. We'll have a look at what you're saying, what you're thinking, and we'll crack on with it. So, where were we? Did you see that?
What?
Did you not see Paul Scholes?
What? Did I see Paul Scholes? What?
Paul Scholes was crunching his daughter's toenails.
What? What are we talking about?
Honestly.
What do you mean? He bit his daughter.
When I say bit them, I mean like almost like too sexually in a way. He's proper just like holding.
You mean he was? What you mean? You mean getting rid of her toenails with his teeth?
Yeah.
Rather than using nail clippers.
Yeah, he was just biting.
Oh, it's just disgusting. You know, everyone's got kids. They're disgusting. Children are disgusting. Sorry if there's any children watching.
Just so you know, his daughter, I don't know the right age. His daughter's about 20.
Oh, even worse.
It's not a 5-year-old. Come here and I'll just bite that for you. No.
So you think a man like that, he's earned a lot of money. A lot of money. Go down Boots. Get some nail clippers, Paul. For goodness sake. It's a catchy song.
That's a better one. That's better than my Anyway, do you want, without looking at the chat, do you want to know what James Whip thinks about tonight's game?
Yes. Do you think he's a genuine West Ham fan?
Well, maybe, because Harrison thinks we're going to get mauled as well.
Well, Harrison might not be a genuine West Ham fan. These might be City fans infiltrating us. I don't believe any of them. Imposters. All right, well. Benza Hammers chatter.
Smith says Antonio's in thumbnail is nowhere to be seen. Blame Charlie.
Is that right?
Thumbnails.
Is that right? Is that is clickbait for you? There you go. Well, welcome. It works, JJ. You're here.
Charlie's got to pick the most clickbaity West Ham player at the moment and put him in. He's got Foden as well, actually. He's got Antonio and Foden, and one's on the bench, the other one's not even in the squad. But I don't think Stefan and Masuaku would have appealed to the neutrals as much as what Foden and Antonio does. So, anyway, Charlie says, okay for us. What have you seen?
Oh, it's brilliant. Woody's... Sorry.
Click on it, because I don't know what you're seeing.
Oh, it's not that. Oh, guys, God, you know what I'm like... You can get rid of it now. Excellent. He's got a doll. Geo's got a doll. It's only the head of the doll that you can see. You don't want to know what Geo's done with the body of that thing behind him.
I made sure to get one with the mouth closed in order to not get accusations.
You don't want temptation. No, you don't want a temptation, do you? Let's be fair.
I thought, could I just get a full-on mannequin and put a T-shirt on it as well to promote the T-shirt as well? No, because then accusations will fly. I'll just get the head only. I'll just get.
But you need to get something like that when we bring out the Hammers Chat Mankini.
Yeah, we will have to. Anyway, that's available on Patreon only, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. Harrison said he'd get killed. But anyway, P. Gad says Yarmo will know how to get the best of Zinchenko. Fair point. And will draw 3 penalties. I'm not sure about that. True. Mark Noble hat trick. But yeah, he definitely knows how you play against Zinchenko. Mark says Adam Walker, time to throw away the 80s joke. What did Adam Walker say?
I don't know. I do like a joke, though. I don't care. Jokes from the 80s, nothing wrong
with
it.
Here we go. 2 windmills are standing in the field. One asks the other, what kind of music do you like? The other says, I'm a big metal fan.
Excellent. Excellent.
I think his other joke, I've seen it earlier. It said, just completed a jigsaw within a week. Feel well impressed. It said 2 to 4 years on the side.
Yes. Yeah. Nice. Somebody did the Oscars Pistorius joke in here once. And I actually used it this week. I used it.
I like an Oscar Pistorius joke. When we moved in, I asked Mrs. Geo, because our house is your house a shoes off house?
Not downstairs. It's not. It's all hard floor downstairs, but upstairs, yes.
Our house is a shoes off house, right? You come on, take your fucking shoes off, right?
Oh, well, anyway. It's weird. It's not just a shoes off house. It's a rude house. You swear at guests, yeah.
Everybody takes the shoes off by one person, and it's her dad. But I really like him, so I let him off with it. But I'm like, every time he does it, I'm like, But when we go round his, he doesn't have a shoes off house rule, so it's sort of like it's swings around a bit. But anyway, so I said, can we get a plaque that says shoes off gaff, but with a picture of Pistorius off his stumps?
Yes.
But she said no. Yes. I'm not being allowed that plaque.
I'd never like to leave. I'd never like to leave my legs at the doorstep.
Right, Gary. This is why football has gone for him. When a team like City can play a team like that, it's definitely not on a level playing field. That's why Europe has their best chances. They're not in it. Sounds like something you wrote, Gonzo. Was that you?
I like it. I like it. Charlie will tear into him if he sees that. I tell you. They get the boys. They get a little podcast together.
Matty Cleve says, game close until the hour mark. Could even see it's getting a cheeky 1-0, but subs changed the game. Grealish and Foden to turn it in their favour. This is why I would have had Antonio on the bench in case come the 80th, there's even the hour mark, and it was 0-0. You could actually bring on Antonio and go for the win. We don't really have that option off the bench tonight. That bench is almost like if I have to play someone, I will kind of thing. I'd imagine Moyes is trying to get the starting 11 to play as much as they can. What have you seen now?
It's just funny. Because everyone's got their shoes on in your house. You get it?
I wear socks. I wear socks permanently.
He'd be crying on the floor.
What's this? Tony's now got a joke. A disgruntled employee goes to his boss's funeral, kneels down next to his coffin and whispers, "Now who's thinking outside the box, Gary?"
Nice. This is the best stuff.
Costa Hammer says, "Why are we not taking this?" To sum it up, Costa.
Not on this channel, we haven't. No.
I'm about to say, to sum up, Costa, we're doing a build-up show. We're just reading out people's jokes, and the viewers are only going up. So it's not just us not taking the competition seriously. But Raymond, speaking about the football, says Souček needs a bloody rest. Right, you guys get your score predictions in, because I said it will be interesting. Normally it's just West Ham wins, but I think tonight there's an element of honesty and negativity. Not negativity, realistic, if you like, in the live chat, and it'll be interesting to see what everybody thinks. Anyway, has that cheered you up in time for the football?
I love it. But let's to be serious for a moment. Souček had a rest when he got kicked in the face, so I think that's done him a world of good, actually.
Yeah, Stevie says that Ashby's one for the future. He saw him play against Gillingham last night. Best player on the pitch by far. Nice. You know what I like about Harrison Ashby?
He's Scottish.
Actually.
And he says Palmer in the Scottish way. That's why you like Harrison Ashby.
It probably is my number one reason, actually. He plays for West Ham in Scotland, yeah.
What's the second reason?
Well, what I'm impressed by, more than what I like about him, he's got the social media game down to a T. It's something Declan Rice was very, very good at when he first broke through at West Ham. He knew how to play the social media game, and Harrison Ashby is very much one of those players as well. There was another player in the 23s who was mocking Gillingham last night. Was it Baptiste? No, it was Thierry Neves, the new player. He put up something on Snapchat or Instagram. I saw a platform I don't use, so I don't recognize it. He put something up with a picture of the game and said something like showing the old boys how it's done. Thought, love that. A little bit of arrogance is not a bad thing sometimes. As long as it's managed correctly, I don't mind it. And I think Harrison Ashby is one of those players. He's always tweeting pictures of saying like another great win last night or whatever. And him, Elise and all that. They're always interacting on social media, say good game, bruv, or whatever. But it's really nice to see. We talk about the morale in the first team because we can witness it. It's clearly in the under 23s as well. Just don't get to see it as very much. So the only way we can see it is when the players portray it on social media for us to witness. I just like it. It's feel good. Anyway, Brandon says 3-1 City. Alex says 6-2 City. 4-1 City. 3-1 City. Carlton says going depends. Ethan says 4-0, 3-0, 2-0. These are all to City. Adam says 1-0 West Ham. I'll score.
You heard it here first.
That's definitely, I heard it here first. I'll give him that one. Charlie's 2-1 City. Tony's 2-1 City. Costa Hammer's 5-1 City. Ryan's 2-0 City. Davis 4-1 City. Danny's 1-1. Going to penalties. Just for those who don't know, there's no extra time this evening. At the end of 9 minutes, if it's a draw, it goes straight to a penalty shootout. Inner Circle is 3-0 City. Irish Tommy's 4-0 City. Alan wants to know if the fellow who said this channel isn't serious is here today. Probably not. He's probably disliked it and fucked off.
Imagine? I'm just tuning in. Am I serious pre-match build-up?
Oh, do you know something? The people are that boring. I'd rather didn't watch the channel.
That's what I said.
I'd
That's what I said.
rather
I said honestly, the main, not the main channel, the West Ham official channel's full of that stuff. If you want that.
Yeah. Anyway, Mark, 3-2 West Ham. Violet Bones 3-1 City. CC says West Ham going to win on pens. Sam says shout out to the lads. Appreciate y'all. I'm saying 2-1 City, but I think it'll be a close game. 2-0 win. We don't concede goals.
Oh, Gary.
It's a fair point. We are very good defensively.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say,
it's not the only thing. You've said quite a lot, to be honest with you.
In regards to Gary's thing, the back four is what you call our Europa League back four, right? Johnson, Diop, Dawson, Creswell. And they've also kept 3 clean sheets in the Europa League. But it's the Europa League. We've played Genk, Vienna, and Zagreb. They barely had a shot between them. They've not been tested. In the Europa League, we have not been tested. We've managed the game perfectly well. We've had a lion's share possession, and it's been easy for us. It's going to be completely different tonight. That back line is going to get tested for 90 minutes, and we'll see how good we are, and we'll see how good Areola is this evening, I think. Anyway, do you fancy clicking some score predictions?
Not really.
I feel like you haven't spoke for ages. I'm trying to get you to do some work.
I like it. I'm sitting back. I'm cruising. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you do all the stuff, really.
Stephen in his Arsenal misses says 3-0 Man City. Ionic says 2-1 to City. Carlos 2-1 West Ham. Roberts 4-1 West Ham, I think. JJ is just a Mayo Naspy's first touch. Kills the ball.
He's a fantastic player. He is a fantastic young player. I think he's the only young player I've done a singular video just about him about this week. No, I'm joking. And on the channel sort of thing. Excellent young player.
Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Kebab on the birth of their baby girl Donna. Fantastic. Whoa. The chat's moved. Oh, I hate it when it does that.
I know. Don't worry. Look, there's all sorts of predictions. Oh, that's not one of them. It moved so fast. I was clicking. I meant to click on that. Yes, we are positive tonight. Dawson to score a last. Have you tried blindfold archery? You don't know what you're missing.
Okay, right. Just quickly, because we're basically got to buy some time. Charlie was due on, but he's had to restart his computer. So while we're buying some time, right? Penalty shootout tonight. Let's just say, you can use two players on the bench and the rest of the starting 11. Who's your 5 to take the pens tonight? Mark Noble's number 1.
Mark Noble's number 1. Hold on, I need to look at our team again. In fact, I think I can actually click on our team if I'm clever.
You can. Please do this right, otherwise it could go.
Ah, damn.
That's the bench. There you go.
Come on.
There you go.
That's the team. Gonzo's on fire. And all that business. Right.
Shag and Jared Bowen.
A Yarmolenko. I'm not sure I'm taking Jared Bowen and Yarmolenko. I mean Yarmolenko for the second penalty taker. Why have they come back up again?
You've obviously done something.
I don't understand what's going on. No, it's the way Charlie's done it. Cresswell to take the 3rd one. Lanzini to take the 4th.
Souček's got to take one. His record for his Sparta Prague was
There
unbelievable.
you go. Souček the 5th. There you go.
So what we got Noble, Yarmolenko, Souček as well.
No.
Yarmolenko.
No,
not order.
Yarmolenko was 2nd.
I just want your 5, not a particular order.
Well, I gave them to you. I can't remember what they are now. The team's gone.
Anyway, do you still think it's a back 3 or a back 4?
Back 4.
Do you? Have I convinced you?
Yeah, you have. You really
I think it has to. I think it's got to be. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm more surprised Masuaku's playing because the Europa League game I thought was bad news for Masuaku actually, because when we played Genk the other night, he took off Aaron Creswell for a rest and he brought on Ryan Fredericks at left back and Masuaku was on the bench. And I thought, that's not good. We're 3-0 up and he still doesn't want you on the bench. He still plays a right back in your position. I think Masuaku's days at West Ham are numbered, actually. I think Moyes is more likely to sell Arthur Masuaku than he is Andre Yarmolenko.
Well, he won't need to sell Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko's leaving his contract's up. The big mistake was us giving Masuaku a 5-year contract when we did. We actually, let's be fair, a lot of us, because we gave Yarmolenko, we gave Masuaku and Cresswell 5-year contracts at the same time. And by and large, as West Ham fans, I'm going to include myself in this, we all thought it was a bad idea on both counts. Not looking so silly on Cresswell now, to be fair.
Yeah, right. Can I get your final thoughts on the game, please, Gonzo, and your score prediction?
My final thoughts on the game. I think we're taking it seriously. We need to pose a threat to them. We need to hit them on the counter-attack. I don't think it's going to be that quick, the counter-attack. If Yarmolenko's up front, so we're going to need corners. If we get corners, we've got a big team, got some tall players in there. And if we can get into the 60th minute, still with a sniff of winning the game, I think he'll make some substitutions.
Yeah, I'm not too confident. I think we'll make it hard for them. I think I'd feel optimistic if we had a stronger bench. Funnily enough, actually, I'm okay with the starting 11. I think they'll struggle, but I do think they might be able to hold City out for a reasonable period of time. But then once that reasonable period of time is coming up, then you've got to make adequate changes. And I think the only thing we can do is make like-for-like substitutions and almost try and take it to penalties to some extent. We will possess a bit of a threat in the counter-attack. But my worry here is that it's not the fastest. I couldn't tell you if Vlasic is quick or not. I'm not seeing him sprint yet.
No, it's hard to say, isn't it? I don't think.
But
I think he's reasonable, but not lightning, I think.
Yeah, but Yarmolenko's not quick either. So Masuaku, at least he's got a bit of pace about him. He can dribble. But the problem is he's up against Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Masuaku's probably quicker than 90% of right backs. Walker's one of the 10% he's not quicker than.
No.
So I think it's going to be a difficult game. And while we can hold teams out and keep clean sheets against teams, I'm not sure we can do that against Manchester City. This sums up. No, not that one. Dougie sums up how I'm sort of feeling at the minute. It won't let me click on Dougie. And I did there. There you go. If we play well and lose, no problem. I'm sort of like that as well. If we play well, the players play well, we work hard, and I come away feeling like we've been unlucky, I'm all right with that. But anyway,
just before we go, can I just click on this? With Graham and hello, Graham in Canada, by the way. He's saying, so basically on Canadian television, he can watch on DAZN. I think they call it DAZN, right? You won't be able to watch any English version of it, but if you are a bit clever with your searches and whatnot, and if you're watching in a foreign country, let's put it that way, you could probably watch it on DAZN, or you can probably watch it on beIN Sports too. Obviously, you can't get those on terrestrial television in this country.
I call it Dazen. I just call it Dazen.
Well, to be fair, you can't even pronounce Palmer, so who cares what you call it? You can barely speak.
Palmer. Anyway, just before we disappear, let Charlie come on. Don't go anywhere. Charlie's coming right up. This stream's lasting for the next hour and a half at least. Nick James says, how close to 20,000? Quite close. So if you haven't subscribed, I'm hoping James has, since he's making Nick has. Drop a subscription on the channel, haven't already. Myself and Gonzo got one quick favour from you before we disappear. Gonzo.
Can you send us some cake? What was the favour?
The link in the description takes you to Fancy Football app. 6 aside is combining pack opening like you get on FIFA with Fancy League. You don't buy your players, you don't pick your players, you get given your players. You got to make a 6 aside squad out of the players that you are given. And at the end of every week, at the end of every Premier League weekend, someone wins big money. This weekend, the top prize was £1,000. It's completely free to join up, completely free to download, completely free to get involved in. So get it downloaded today. Links in the description. Helps the channel out.
Use the link. Please do use this link. I know you've come from Hammers Chat. Helps us out, and people are genuinely winning prizes on this, and it costs you nothing to play.
Right, myself and Gonzo are going to disappear, but coming right up, Mr. Charlie Ross. Charlie, it's all yours.
Thank you, and thank you to Stuart Morris Accountants for making the watch-alongs possible as per usual. You know, you're looking for money, right? You're looking to how to save it. You're looking for how to count it. Don't bother. Just ask them to do it. I'm telling you. I say this every time. I used to be an accountant. Don't do it. It's just a fool's errand. Let Stuart Morris do it for you. You want personal, you want business, whatever you want. Stuart Morris Accountants are there for you. Check them out. They are beautiful people. Hello. Gonzo, wait, come back a second. Right, hello. you know, counting's bad, right? It's boring. It's a long process.
Counting.
You don't want to add up, do you?
Well, I've been counting. I've been counting the amount of times somebody has mugged me off in a video this week. Is what I've been counting.
So anyway, thank you very much to Stuart Morris Accountants for letting us from letting the watch along exist. And this is a man who is very wrong. Anyway, so welcome to the watch along, everyone. I hope you're all good to go. I hope you're all good. I hope you're vibing. We've seen the lineups, and I want to know how confident you are on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the least confident possible, 10 being the most confident possible. How confident are you of a West Ham result today? While we do that, hello everyone. Hello, good to see you, Chuck. Busy cooking the books. Yes, good. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad. It's important. It's important. Mark, if you're looking for streams tonight, there is a link in the description below. It's called Discord. If you click on that, join it. It's a completely free thing that Hammers Chat runs. It's a Hammers Chat community, a West Ham community there. Good stuff to get involved with. However, feel free to get involved there because there's a bit called Stream Links on there, and it will be there for what you're looking for. But I'm letting the teams run along while we get the things in, while we get the names in, the numbers even. JJ, have you slept at all? It's a different t-shirt, so that's a good sign. Yes, I did see your comment, by the way. I wanted to reply to it, but I forgot to. About the CM Punk t-shirt, it was excellent work. Today I've got an Eddie Kingston shirt on. So I have changed. I have slept. Not a lot, admittedly, but I have slept. I have slept. Good to see. Let's have a look at some of these numbers, shall we? 1, 3, 7, 6, 4, 4, 6, 4, 4, 4. 100, about 6 out of 10. Scroll. 2, 5. Moyes agrees with Gonzo, wishes League Europa priority. Come your hands. I mean, this is basically a Europa League squad to an extent, to a large extent. It's just a little bit different with Masuaku, I guess. But yeah, bring back Gonzo. Nah, he's gone now. He'll be back. He will be back at full time. Hey, if you want more Geo Gonzo, by the way, I'll be live throughout your game. Geo will probably join me at halftime briefly while I go for a pee because I'm going to be necessary. But also, he'll be back at full time doing a review. So make sure to stick around, Mark, until then. 5. Juke, my boy. How dare versus Gonzo box? Nah. With these guns, mate. These guns. Big gun show guy over here. No chance, mate. No chance. 3, 3, 6, 2. I think we're going to defend our lives on our own half and faint hopes of a bit set piece magic. 3. Anyone got a stream? Like I say, description below. Discord. Get involved with it. In fact, let me just have that running on the bottom screen from here on out. There we go. I settle for a false hope prediction by CW and Charlie We Trust. Thank you very much, Stevie. I'll say this, right? I am actually confident. I actually am genuinely confident, right? And I'm not confident of a West Ham win. I'm not sitting here thinking, oh my God, we're going to batter them or anything like that. But I'm confident that the team we've put out will 100% know what they're doing. Now, I agree with Gio. I heard a lot of the build-up show until my computer crashed and I had to run away, which is why I was struggling, but why I was late. But I agree with a lot of what Gio said about the idea of, look, I wouldn't be confident if we changed to a 5 at the back. And that's just because we've been doing so well this season, what we've been doing, and everyone seems to know what they're doing, no matter who we play. So when we look at those lineups, and I'll click on them again just in case you haven't seen it, Areola, Johnson, Diop, Dawson, Cresswell, Noble, Souček, Masuaku, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Vlasic, I would hope we keep the same formation, because if we change that around, I don't think we'll look as well drilled as we would have if we didn't. Now, of course, we played 5 at the back last season, so I could be and probably am, and usually am, completely wrong. But I would be really if that's a 4 at the back, as strong as City's lineup is, and again, if you haven't seen City's lineup, Stefan, Walker, Stones, Ake, Zinchenko, Fernandinho, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Sterling, and Palmer. Even though that is a very strong lineup, any City's lineup's strong. Oftentimes, the team who are well drilled and are a more cohesive unit beat teams that are individually stronger. You know, better than the sum of their parts is the phrase. And I genuinely believe, I'm saying 7 out of 10. I'm saying a 10. Well, I'm saying 7. I'd probably say, I said this on the video last night, if you haven't seen it, Don, in which I do say that Gio and Gonzo are wrong. That I'm a sort of 10 out of 10 almost for confidence in style of like thinking that, you know what, we give as good as we got. And that's all I ask. That's all I ask. So we'll get on to score predictions. But in terms of numbers, I'm probably a little bit higher than what everyone else is saying. Don't let Gonzo intimidate you. Stand your ground. I will, Schizo. I will. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I've got this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Where in the USA are you today? Will, I am currently in Idaho. North Idaho is where I'm at today. Because, of course, it's not available in the UK legally. So I'm currently in North Idaho. And once again, if you're looking for a stream, there is a thing called Discord in the description. There should be. Let me just double check it's in there. It is. There's a bit called Join Our Discord. If you click on that, it's a completely free West Ham Hammers Chat community that we have. It's a really super nice people over there. Just get involved with and actually have a conversation, not just the madness of social media, actually having a conversation. But also there's a bit in stream links, which will have what you're looking for. I spent a lot of time on the CM pun. It was good. I very much enjoyed it. Cody Rhodes sucks. He's taken a turn. The crowd have turned on him. He's a natural heel. I said it on my my wrestling channel, A Top Mark, when I actually made a video about it. He's a natural heel. I don't know why he's doing anything else. Please say Charlie, says Louisa. Charlie. There we go. Evening Clips. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're all good. Hope you're well. Well, blow my bubbles and call me a hammer. It's the tremendous Charlie. Madman, thank you very much. Hope you're all good, my friends. Hope you're all good. I'm now scrolling up. Did I miss? Not that I've seen, but maybe I did. We'll see what happens. So let's talk about it, right? We are 15 minutes away from kickoff. The confidence levels of the chat, we seem to be a bit all over the shop. Some are a bit more confident than others, less so, which is understandable. You know, you're looking at the side, you're saying, it's quite hard to be that confident. That's fair. But what are the score predictions saying? I can't decide. I'll stay with my guns. I'll stick with 2-1 West Ham. I really do think we're on it. I really do think we've got it. We're on the ball. But I'll stick with 2-1 West Ham. But what are your score predictions saying? That is I can't, because I'm interested here, because there's obviously a lot of different fluctuating confidence. Evening, Matthew. Hope you're good. Hello, I'm from Indonesia, says Lufickle. I'll stick with Luf. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Can't find a stream anywhere. Discord link below will have them. I saw your boy Alan saying it in the streams section. There should be, if not, there will be soon. I haven't checked yet. My computer's been crashing, all of that good stuff. But Ben or Ginge will probably have them in there momentarily, if not just before kickoff. But definitely go check. Definitely keep looking on there, because they will be there. They will definitely be there, especially in a game like today, where there are no streams, where there's no legal ways of watching it. Chuck's in South Africa. Ooh, very, very nice. Don't know why I said it like that. Morph to North Idaho, just watch it. You know what I mean? I rep the boys wherever we go and whatnot. You know what I mean? Not me. Let's have a look at some of these. Scott B, hello, I'm from Indonesia. Good, Scott. I'm glad, mate. I'm glad. Let's have a gander at what we're saying. Scott's not here yet. I was looking. That's what I was checking. But I'm glad. Although I am a bit of a mess right now. Also, I should say, I can't remember who it was. There was someone on the last watch along who left some constructive criticism about me being boring and also childish because I was talking about baby bells. So I'd like that person to know that I do have a baby bell here, and we will be consuming it and talking about it probably at length during the stream. So in your face. Right. So let's have a look at some of these score predictions, shall we? 1-1 says GS. 1-1 West Ham on penalty, says Matthew. What are we saying? I think 2-1 City. That's Pep's. This is Pep's tournament. That is very true. That is very true. Connor's asking for the lineup. My friend, there you go. They are rolling across the bottom of the screen now. We'll go through it one more time just before kickoff, but let's go through some of these first. 2-0 Man City, says Fatia. Fair enough. 2-1 to the Irons. 1-1 Pens, but can't call it, says Madman. That's fair. BP, check below me. We have the lineups running across. 1-1 West Ham on Pens. Max just says legend. Don't know whose match is talking about. I'm assuming he's seen Mark Noble starting. Assuming that's a grand old time. Strangely, I'm confident 2-1 Iron, says Carl. Yes, Carl. That's what I like to see. Come on, Carl. Milan saying he's going to enjoy this one. We've got Nodes and Suchek in midfield. Stefan things up the back. Dom has arrived. He's arrived. 3-0, unfortunately, says Woody. We'll see. Again, I'm coming in more confident than most people, which is a rarity, especially for someone who's known for being negative. Diop scored a winner in his 100th game. Of his 100th game for the win. Is it 100th game? Is that in professional career or for West Ham? Either way, that seems mad to me. If that's West Ham, that seems mad to me. But I guess maybe he's been here 3-4 years at this point, so maybe not actually. That's wild. Portugal calling. Good to see it, Peter. Hope it's all sunny and feeling vibes. Louisa wants me to say that I love Manchester United, which I can't, unfortunately. I understand that's clippable, but I've said it in a quick enough way to where you probably can't say it. I'll say this. Watch this. You ready for this, Louisa? I love Manchester. You know? There you go. Good luck with that. Hope you can edit it. JJ Smith, Dawson and Diop at the back, just running through the lineups. It's interesting. These are all things that we need to go through. Just relaxed, watching and enjoying the game. Hopefully we all will. Maybe if you're, we'll see. Not confident with this one, says Jay, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. What are we saying? Scoring the 4-0 Man City. It's big. That'd be big. 2-0 West Ham, says Edge. It's interesting. It's interesting because there's a lot of fluctuation. Okay, just to explain it. When you join, there's a bunch of things down the left-hand side. They're different categories of like the chat room essentially. It's kind of like a forum, if you want to word it like that, right? And there's one on the left-hand side that says stream links. If you click on there, there should be a link in there. If not now, just before kickoff. Definitely worth checking, Craig, but fair enough. It's a bit wild. Am I childish for having a cheese? I think Canada. Connor, you are not childish at all, my friend. You are not childish at all. I respect it. I do think cheese is overrated. I've said this before. I'll say it again. But the Baby Bell is the lucky food of choice at the moment. And today is its next test to see if it can step up to the the level of the orange. Quick question: Galaxy or Dairy Milk? Unreal question, Adam. I'm saying, if you're saying just a normal Dairy Milk bar versus a normal Galaxy bar, I would say a Galaxy. If you're saying you can include all variations of it, I think Dairy Milk has nicer variations, but Galaxy Caramel is the best out of all of them. Do you see what I'm saying? So as an overall product, as an overall brand, probably Dairy Milk. But if you're looking for the quality, just out of the gun, single shot, Galaxy. How dare he call you childish? He's not a true fan. I don't listen. I'm fine with it. I can't lie to you. I'm completely fine with being called childish because I am pretty childish. Hence me saying "in your face" when holding up a Baby Bell. That City team is solid. It's 2-0. I was going to say this in the Patreon group chat, by the way, patreon.com/chat if something you want to get involved with. But when we were looking at the lineups just before the stream kicked off and everything, people were talking about what it could be. City's it's so unfair. Like, they've got so much talent. It really is ridiculous just how much talent they have. Like, when you're looking at their bench, just their bench alone. I mean, so let's go through the lineups. If you haven't seen them, I'll go through them now fully. Areola in goal, Johnson, Dawson, Diop, Cresswell, Masuaku. We're not sure whether it'll be a back five or a back four. We'll see as the game kicks off. But outside of that, you've got Noble and Souček as a double pivot with Lanzini, Yarmolenko, and Vlasic making up the numbers. Whether that's a 4 at the back with a 4-2-3-1 with Masuaku playing left wing, or whether that's playing a 5 at the back with a sort of front three of Vlasic, Yarmolenko, Lanzini, double pivot of Noble, Souček like we would have played last season. And City lineup with Stefan, Walker, Stones, Ake, Zinchenko, Fernandinho, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Sterling, and Palmer, right? And then you look at our bench: Randolph, Ashby, Kufal, Zuma, Baptiste, Chesters, Fornals, Benrahma, Bowen. Not the worst bench we've ever had, but then you look at Manchester City's bench: Carson, Diaz, Jesus, Grealish, Laporte, Rodri, Cancelo, Foden, and then Edozie, who's a youth player. That's insane. That's just madness. That's just complete and utter madness. Still, we'll see what happens. Ollie's in. Today I saw a car park with a bumper sticker that said, "I miss New York," so I smashed it. Stole his radio. Well, there you go, Ollie. There you go. Glad you're still in the job, mate. Come on. Up the O's. You know what I mean? Up the O's. We've got pineapple pizza chat early, people. If pineapple was supposed to be on pizza, it would have been an Italian name, not Hawaiian. Do you know what? That's one of the better arguments I've ever heard about it. Still, pineapple on pizza is good. I'm putting it out there. It's pissing down at the London Stadium. That could suit us. I don't know how, but I'm going to say it will now with my chest out, confident. We'll see how it goes. Stream is up now. Thank you very much, Alan. There you go, people. If you're looking for it, check the link in the description below. It says join our Discord. It's completely free. It's our Hammers Chat community over there, West Ham community. But all fans are welcome, to be honest. We have fans from every club in there. Go have a look. Stream links in there. Have a gander. Watch the game with us. Watch the game with us. Free Charlie ban oppression. No nonsense. Thank you, no nonsense. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I don't know how I've been oppressed or banned, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Maybe it's just, Gonzo and stuff. But anyway, if West Ham wins, I stick a bag of jelly beans up my backside, says Stephen. Stephen, that's a bold play, my friend. That is a bold play. And I respect it. We are just under 5 minutes away from kickoff now, ladies and gentlemen. We're just under 5 minutes away from kickoff. I would like to thank you for turning up. Thank you for coming. Remember, we do watch-alongs every single match day here. I'm here every single match day doing watch-alongs. And I would love you to be involved as much as possible. So make sure, if you haven't already, subscribed, hit that bell notification, all that good stuff, so you never miss them. We do the build-up. Then half an hour before kickoff, I take over to start a watch-along. Then I am live all the way through first half, half-time, second half, all the way through to just after full time, when we talk for a bit until Geo and Gonzo are ready with their live review. And I'll spam that link in the chat, so you literally don't have to do a single thing. You don't have to do a single thing. So hey, if you want to come back again, I would love you to do so, because to be honest with you, you're the people who make it work. I do this by myself, and so if there isn't a chat, getting involved with just everything, it doesn't work. But if you're only here for the build-up, then genuinely, I do appreciate that as well. Enjoy the game. Hopefully, we can come back at half-time, where me and Geo will be breaking down the game. Geo more likely than I will be while I go pee. But, get some West Ham perspective on what's going on. And of course, we can just ignore the people. They'll probably be talking about Newcastle or someone wants us to ignore it. So make sure to come back. But thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, like the video as well, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as again, like I said, patreon.com/chat. I think you should look into, but don't do it until the beginning of the month, because you want to save that money. What we're saying, can someone please tell me how to watch the game? Benji, my friend, look beneath you. There's a bit called join our Discord in there. There'll be some links for you. Funny how people moan about pineapple being on pizza. Tomato is also free. Lol, just saying. That's a point that I have made before, Jamie. And the people, they don't want to listen to it. They don't want to listen to it. They don't want to listen to it. Stevie C saying, read the banner underneath me. Bro, it happens. It happens. Trust me, I'm aware. Trust me, I'm aware. Right, so I'm going to try and get my stuff going now. Hopefully we're all good here. I'll have, of course, the timer on beneath me, so you know exactly how far behind I probably am than you, which might be a little bit, might not be. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But it's a big game. I'm really excited. I really am excited for this one. As much as it's going to be stress, and as much as we've all spoken about how good Manchester City's team is and all of that good stuff, I am very excited for this one, because I think it could be low-key a big dub for West Ham. If we were to take a 1-0 smash and grab for this, if that's what happened, I'd be there for it. I would 1,000% be there for it. This is the one thing that worries me, though. JJ Smith saying, Charlie's, what's your thought of a lack of Antonio? Furthermore, have you heard anything new on Krau? I haven't heard anything new on Krau. I've heard exactly what Geo Gonzo was speaking about in the build-up, so I've not heard anything. Antonio, that's the biggest miss here. But the thing is, and I said this on Two Spanners, One Hammer, the Hammer's Chat Patreon exclusive podcast made just for you. And I also said it on that show we did last night, the little cheeky live I did with Gatesy from Forged from Iron. Subscribe if you haven't already, of course, and Charlie Woodgate. When I spoke about Geo Gonzo being wrong, I'll say it again, wrong. Antonio, I would have rested him anyway. I think it concerns me. It concerns me that we only have this one guy and we really do have to look after him. So for me, I would have rested him regardless. But it's such a big loss, because whenever you have anyone else playing up front, be it Bowen, be it Yarmolenko, or maybe in this case being Vlasic, whoever ends up playing directly up front, the drop-off is large to see. So that's the biggest concern here for me tonight in that lineup, as well as Masuaku, because we'll see what happens. But Cresswell playing left back as well, I would have rested him. So it's difficult, but we really don't have many opportunities unless we want to just keep throwing Antonio at every single game and hoping for the best. I don't know. We'll see. How are you watching the game? Odran, I'm watching it because I am living in North Idaho and definitely not watching it from the Discord below. If you click that, join that, have a gander. Stan Smith, good to see you, my friend. Hello, my good friend Charlie. Hope you're doing well. Thoughts on Antonio not even making the bench? Yeah, I would have had him on the bench, though. That's the big thing. That's what I would have had him on the bench. Even though I would have rested him, I would have had him on the bench. Playing FIFA 22 as I listen to you. Two bad things to do, Stephen. FIFA 22 and me. Woof. Although, to be fair, Pez is dead now, so Viva FIFA, you know what I mean? Used to be Pez, but it's gone now. Dead. I've moved to Canada. Oh, mate, Chuck's on the move today. Chuck's darting about different places, left, right, and centre. I might join you in Canada. Maybe at half time when I go pee, I'll just have a quick jaunt north. I'm already relatively north. Idaho's north, right? Yeah, sure, why not? I said North Idaho. So I might get involved with that. Have a quick trip to Toronto, see Peach or something. You know what I mean? You know? How's Idaho this time of year? It's good, Connor. Bit nippy. Very autumnal. Leaves falling, etc. You know what I mean? Nothing makes me angry in FIFA. That's very fair. That's very fair. I'm relatively calm, so it's too calm for me. 1,813 members in the Discord group all having free access to the game. It's just good stuff, CV. It's just good stuff. It's just good, useful stuff. You know? I'm just saying it's out here. Biggest West Ham Discord as well. Not showing off. It's just something we've done. I was in Southeast London a minute ago. Now I'm in Canada too. Love that, Edge. Love that. In fact, just a quick one while I wait for the kickoff on my screen. Where are you watching it from today? Let's get funky, people, because tonight we could say anything. I'm in North Idaho. Edge over here is in Canada. We've got Chuck's in Canada. We had a couple of people at random places as well. We've had some. Where do we have earlier? Was it Philippines? No. Where was the? I don't remember. Good to see Mark Noble captain tonight. By the way, I know we're going to be concerned. I know we're going to be a bit concerned because of the drop off from Declan Rice to Mark Noble. Obviously, we understand that, but it's good to see him getting games. I flipping love that man. And we don't have him on. What's the Discord go? My friend, it's in the link in the description below. It says, do you want a Discord? Click there because I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. We're getting ready to kick off here. It's happening in just a moment. So let me get on that timer and I'll have a look at where some of where we're all watching from today. Remember, everyone, like the video if you haven't already, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Thank you all for coming. Genuinely appreciate it. I'm live every single match day. Please do come and get involved in future streams because you make this possible. You make this a thing. Thank you. And hey, while I'm here, Stuart Muscle Cancer, check him out. But here we go, live from the London Stadium. It is West Ham United versus Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. If you're looking for a stream, remember Discord below. But thank you very much, everyone. Instantaneously, my stream crashes. You love to see it. I mean, the television I'm watching it on in Idaho. I'm watching it in Spanish as well, which is fun because apparently Idaho has a large Spanish population, but I'm watching it in Spanish as well, which is fun. We'll have to just keep clicking left, right, center. Stars you mean to go on? Yes, exactly. What the chicks like in North Idaho? Plentiful. 50% of the population, I would say, Johnny. 50%. Leamington Spa. Bet you don't know where that is. Arsenal for life. You'd be right. You would be right. In my head, it's relatively near Reading. Could be wrong. Sudbury, Timbuktu, West Yorkshire. Love that. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Richmond, Virginia. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Louisa. Thank you. I appreciate that. Don't know if it's true, but I'll take it regardless. And hold it deep within me. Mulchmite watching from Liechtenstein. Ooh, love that. Fenlands, Lincolnshire. Love that. Leon just straight in there. No messing. Liverpool. I'm in Belfast right now. Just got here 37 seconds ago from. Love to see it. Just people being about now. Watching from my porch in Death Valley. Nice. Azerbaijan, south of France. Forged from Irons, my friend Gatesy. Hello. Hope you. If you haven't subscribed, do so already. He was brilliant on the channel last night, and I would encourage you all to go check out Forged from Irons whenever you could, because they are very good lads. They're very good lads. I've just realized that is. Do you know what time is basically? Right. I'll just leave it. New Orleans, Wally World. Love that. Hope you're well. Poland, Houston, Texas, Leeds, says Maris Comedy Wig. Love that. France, Austria. You know, man's in Belfast. Out here doing bits. Barbados, Matthew. Ooh, from Idaho. Duh, of course. Get welcome. It's nice here, isn't it, right now? It's nice. Autumnal. Austin, Texas. Love that. Let's see how it goes. Jaden asking, how can we watch? Link in the description below, my friend. Discord, get involved. Feel free. But could you watch it on a rainy night in Stoke? I don't know. We'd have to find someone who lives in Stoke and ask him. We'd have to say, bruv. Yes, Mandem's here. Lucas, I hope you're well, my bro. Hope you're well. My G. My brother from in case you forgot. Yeah, why did my brain struggle now? Good to see you, my G. I hope you're good. Big up the Idaho. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. No offense, but a man with your accent would never survive in North Idaho. Bro, who's going to take me down? That's what I'd ask. Many have tried. None have succeeded. That guy tried to call me boring for talking about baby bells. I'm childish. You think North Idaho got out on me? Nah, fam. I've been mugged like 3 times. Can't stop me. You can stop me. I'm very stoppable. I don't even leave the house. I'm very stoppable. Do you have to pay to watch it, says Stephen? No, you do not. Because it's not being shown in the UK in any way legally at all. So have a look in the Discord if you want to. Run through the lineup. Okay, just in case you don't know the lineups, I'll run through them one more time and run them along the bottom of the screen. In goal for West Ham is Areola with John. I hiccup twice. Give me a second. Just deal with it a bit. And then we go. In goal for West Ham United is Areola, Johnson, Dawson, Diop, Cresswell. Ooh. Palmer looking to try and get through for City early doors there, but Areola just collects it. Not a great pass, but it still happens. Anyway, Areola, Johnson, Dawson, Diop, Cresswell, Noble, Souček, Masuaku, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Vlasic. We'll see how it plays out, whether it is a back 5 or 4-2-3-1. It's looking so far like a 4-2-3-1 with Vlasic being the main guy up front, or him and Yarmolenko. Maybe Yarmolenko being the main guy up front. I suspect there'll be some rotation there, but it does look like Masuaku is playing on the wing position. And then Manchester City line up with Stefan, Walker, Stones, Ake, Zinchenko, Fernandinho, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Sterling, Palmer. There we go. There's the lineups if you need them. Manchester City are trying to find their way through. West Ham holding out strong there, but Manchester City knocking on the door, knocking on it early. Hello, what's going on? You know what I mean? They want in. Early doors as well, 5 minutes. It's been mostly Manchester City in control of it, as you would expect. This is a Pep side after all. We went a lot more conservative with the possession in our last game, and it seems to be the case again. But although again, this is a Manchester City side, you can't really judge anything against Pep Guardiola, who wants all of the possession. Anything under 80% is a failure. But early doors, it is literally all of them. They've got it. They're nibbling it up. You know what I mean? Out wide tomorrow for Manchester City trying to cross the ball in. West Ham have literally every single person back, apart from Yarmolenko, who is the striker, it looks like. I suspect there'll be some rotation just to give some sort of space and thinking. But he is looking like the one who at least is sitting up front, especially when we go back into defense, which makes sense. He's got the least energetic, so it makes sense that he's the one who sits up front, stays there. Have a look around. See what's going on. You probably find stuff that you'd look for there if you were looking. Do you know what I mean? Shub? Do you know what I mean? Just have a look around. Somehow you're actually ahead of me instead of all 3 minutes behind. I'm shocked. I'm just as shocked as you are. I mean, that's what happens when everyone has to watch it illegally, and I am taking it legally because I'm in North Idaho. Stan says, "Man, talk to my Charlie meanly. I'll stop them in their tracks. Help me out." Yes, Stan. We're building an army. You know what I mean? We're taking it to the boys. North Idaho out here trying it. Step into me, fam. Don't come, blood. Nah. I went very North London there. I went straight back to my roots. I dipped my toe in those waters real quick. Seems like there are queues outside the stadium still. I tell you what, it's the one thing I don't miss about going. Those flipping queues. It's not too bad, to be fair, when you're with people. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I used to go down to the boats and then we'd all make our way up together. You're standing around, you're having nice conversations, you're having fun, you're joking about, you know what I mean? But like, if you're by yourself, those queues are an absolute nightmare. I just have my headphones on, so I'm listening to music, obviously, but it's a pain. It's a pain. What server? The Hammers Chat server, and it is in the stream link section on the left-hand side. Stuart Walker, have a gander. Have a gander. Idaho, my ends. You get me, fam. Yes, fam. Mulchmite knows. We're rolling up Idaho, bruv. They ain't got now. We're gonna stop up. We're gonna, bruv. Ethan, you don't even know. You don't even know. Yes. I did not skip it. Where was it, bro? I got excited because I saw your name. That's how you know. I started clapping before I realized you were taking shots at me. Where is it? I'm scrolling up. I can't see it. Gundogan was almost through there. They're just trying to find their way through Manchester City. And to be honest with you, they're finding their way through a bit easy. And Gundogan needed an extra touch, and it would have happened, but couldn't quite see it. Scrolling up. Yes! Yes, Titch, I found it. It took me a long time of scrolling, but I found it, my G. How are you? I hope you're well. Subscribe to this man. He's an absolute don. He's an absolute don. Love him. If Carlton, if you hear this, Connor apologizes, and so do I. Connor works on my behalf. You know what I mean? He is my reach of blockage. So that's my bad, Carlton. I apologize. Out wide for Ben Johnson, he's stepping up here to Zinchenko. Tries to take him on. Touch was a bit heavy. There was a moment there where he was stepping forward, trying to go a little bit through the gears, trying to take it to Zinchenko, who, to be fair, stood off well. You know, when someone's taking heavy touches and striding towards you, you don't want to get too touch tight to them because you can sort of just let them run into their own dead end, and that's what happened a little bit with Ben Johnson there. Zinchenko did well to defend that, but early good sign from Johnson that he's going to find some space there and get forward. Manchester City aren't the fastest counter-attacking side in the world. Obviously, they can punt it forward and they have the pace up there, but they don't tend to do that. And so it would be good to see Ben Johnson getting into those spaces. But here we're also seeing that rotation I'm talking about where Yarmolenko is sort of taken up residency on that right-hand side a little bit deeper. And we've got Vlasic and Lanzini, the ones who are doing the sort of press, charging down, trying to harry the Manchester City defenders. Again, maybe a fool's errand against Manchester City. They're built for passing triangles. They will always find an extra option, but that's what we'll see here. And Yarmolenko is now the one who's tracking back. Now Manchester City have got through that press and are trying to get forward. So we'll see how it, like I say, we'll see how it plays on. They're going to be moving around. Then we're going to be moving around and switching up. Will Souček ever get a rest? No. No, he will not. Never, ever, ever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. You know what I mean? Shout out Andre 3000. Never happening. Forever. I can't remember the lyrics. I've lost it. I haven't listened to that album in maybe like 2 years and it's just lost. It's just gone. I have to go back and listen to it. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Johnson was brilliant against Sparta. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree, and I'm really happy to see him get another game here. I almost considered like resting him for today because I was sort of aware that we were going to play the Europa League side in this one. The problem is, of course, we can't because if you're looking at our bench, we don't have another right back on there. You know, we have Ashby, but Ashby, of course, played last night, I think it was as well. So the idea of putting Ashby in there would be a bit of a problem. So if we had Fredericks fit, I would almost consider playing him tonight and then resting Johnson because he's been so good, and I think deserves the respect. Areola there, bit of a rushed throw, trying to get the game going again, which I respect. It didn't work out for him, but I respect it. How are you watching the game? I'm watching it from the link below. He said, lying. I'm in Idaho in the USA, so I'm definitely watching it legally, Toz. But you could click on the link below to join the Discord, and there's a bit in there called Stream Links, which will probably have what you're looking for. Are you for real? Never meant to make your daughter cry. I am several fish and not a guy. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for eels. They did beat the Man United under 23 6-0 I watched the highlights on Rising Hammers, the YouTube channel, which is keeping me more in up to date with that stuff than I usually am, which is wild. We're doing very well at the moment. The under 23s are doing very well at the moment. I take your point, Pride, and I rescind all of my previous comments. I rescind all of my previous comments. It could have been worse, Madman. You're not wrong. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. Although if it was ever going to be Monty Python, like obviously Bright Side of Life, all that good stuff, but I can't remember. Is it on their Contractual Obligation album where it's called Here Comes Another One? That's all the people asking for streams. For example, this person. I can't. No, unfortunately not. YouTube will come and murder me. And we have an actual West Ham channel here with a lot of stuff. So we wouldn't like to just get rid of it because we showed the game. They would come and blap us real silly. Susan from YouTube comes in with a SWAT team. It would not go well for us. You know what I mean? Would not go well for us. West Ham are dealing with it relatively well. Like, don't get me wrong, early doors. I think Manchester City have been a better side in it, and they have found spaces a little bit easily. They have found some spaces in and around a little bit easily. But to be honest, we're not doing awfully. And we've got forward in some interesting ways. And I tell you what, like here, we've got another opportunity here. Cresswell's trying to get forward. Masuaku was running through. If there was a space for a through ball, Masuaku tried a ball. There was just no one there. It was a decent ball by Masuaku. It was just a little bit into space when no one was. But we are Lanzini getting involved with Zach Steffen there. Just came flying in. Manchester City. I tell you what, we're doing quite well at is letting Manchester City know we're there with the pressurizing, with the pressing. We're getting in their faces in their defense and just like letting them know, look, listen, you're not on your game. We'll take the ball from you and we'll score. Sterling trying desperately to get past Ben Johnson, who just stands him out. Go on, Ben, get in there. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Ben Johnson just lets him cut and said no. But yeah, we're getting in their face early doors. We're letting them know we're there. And we're saying, look, listen, you make a bad pass, Zach Steffen, you make a bad pass, anyone, we'll be in your face. In there, like a little bit of awkward play from Manchester City. Zinchenko has to go back because of Yarmolenko's pressing on him. And then Zach Steffen, who takes a little bit of an awkward touch, and instantaneously Lanzini's diving in there. You love to see it. I am just give me one moment. I'm going to sneeze. It's gone. It's gone. Happens. It's good. It's a bit bang. Where are we at? I saw something. Do that spot thing. You know what I mean? Just real quick with the a bit more. No, be silence. Then it's a bit like, you know what I mean? Straight through silence, isn't that? Come through. There you go. That's a bit better. They don't come in with just Kalashnikovs like they don't do that. It's not very SWAT team-esque, is it? It's just spray and pray. I'm just discussing guns now. Manchester City again. Look here. They're trying to pass it around. And West Ham are early doors getting in their faces. This is good. Don't get me wrong. It's risky. Real risky. Would serve to not do that a little bit. But we're also getting back and defending well enough at the same time. And Manchester City aren't playing through the lines with such pace where it's making it dangerous. Although, again, there are just some notable spaces that are occurring here. Everyone's going to have to be on their game defensively. Palmer tries to cross it in. Ben Johnson with a karate back kick and then beautifully headed back by Mark Noble into the hands of Areola. You love to see it. Ibby wants a shout out. You can, Ibby. Hope you're well. Hope all's good. Just a car in a nice forest. Love that. Yes, Martin. That's what I like to see. Let's mutiny this bad boy. Come on. Let's go. If I get all of you on my side, we could take them. Let's move. From Idaho streets. Yeah. From the mean streets of Idaho, you know. That's an AK. That's a pistol. You know. That's what it is. Sterling down the left-hand side trying to create a little something. But again, Ben Johnson's doing well up against Sterling so far today. And West Ham we're happy to let Manchester City have possession. We're happy to sort of give them the time and space. And Manchester City have found the space through a couple of times. Or an awkward bounce. Oh, West Ham almost benefiting big time from that bounce, but we do have a throw in deep into Manchester City's half here. Again, we're happy to let them sort of play their football and allow them to slowly move forward. Now they're getting once we are at the last line of defense, they are finding space quite readily. But that is what Manchester City do, and we've seen this happen before. We've seen Ben Johnson. That's a long ball forward to him. Is he going to get there before it goes out? He does. He pulls it back. There's just no one quite there. Ben Johnson's doing bits right now. He's getting it done. Aaron Cresswell forward into a good position, finds Masuaku short, tries to step up with them 5-star skills, lays it back. Cresswell short pass. Souček, we're on the left hand side, just outside the area here. West Ham looking to try and find that final ball into the area. Cresswell, Masuaku, and Souček playing the ball around amongst each other. Manchester City have pressurized well, but West Ham find a gap through. Lanzini in the area, trying to find something, goes back out, passes it to short to Mark Noble, who strikes it from range. Stefan can't do anything but palm it away. There was a moment that I tell you what, Manchester City they're not looking impenetrable right now, but they're on the counter-attack because Raheem Sterling moving forward, moving through the paces, finds De Bruyne. Good block, Craigie Dawson. My God. I tell you what, Manchester City aren't looking impenetrable right now. We're finding some space. Don't get me wrong. That was a Mark Noble pile driver from range directly at Stefan, but you'd suspect him to hold on to that, and he can only palm it away. There was a moment where it looked like it could benefit us, but then Manchester City break up. That is the fast counter-attack that they can commit to that they don't usually do. With Raheem Sterling flying forward, finds De Bruyne, but in a slightly awkward position and a difficult angle to do anything, and Craig Dawson gets the block. It's corner to Manchester City from the left-hand side. De Bruyne puts it in. It's headed away by Ben Johnson. He's having a good game so far today. He's having a good game. Like, don't get me wrong, the final passing, the final third maneuver is still lacking a bit. But I tell you what, he's getting heavily involved in that area. And we as a team are getting heavily involved in that area. It's good. But in these positions now, where Manchester City have possession of the ball, about on the halfway line, they're passing it around. When they're in their own half, that's when our pressure activates. That's when our pressing activates. We push towards them. We start trying to harry them. We start trying to make it a little bit awkward for them. And especially for Zach Steffen, who does not look very comfortable tonight for some reason. Zinchenko does well to drip inside Mark Noble there. Sterling. But again, we've got so many people back. Sterling's on the ball just outside the D, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 8 West Ham players ahead of him and like 3 Manchester City players. We've got such numbers back. De Bruyne tries a little something, it fails. Areola picks it up. This is the thing. When the opposing team get past the halfway line, right? When they're in their own half, Max, link in the description below, my friend. Join the Discord. It's in there in a bit called Streamlinks. Good to see you, Willie, my friend. Hope you're well. I've not opened it yet. It is here. I've only got one tonight. I've only got one, but I'm going to have to use it strategically. But I have not used it yet. The thing is, once the opposing team, when they're in their own half, that's when our pressure activates. That's when our pressing activates. That's when we start to harry them. That's when we start to push them. But when they're passing it around in our half on the halfway line and slightly deeper in, we're quite happy to sit back. We constrict ourselves. We make ourselves as compact as possible. And we're more than happy to just sit there and go on then. And we see what they do. Now, again, Manchester City have found some little pockets of space. Early doors. For the last 10 minutes or so, they haven't really done it that successfully, but they were finding little pockets of space. Gundogan had a good chance early doors where if the ball got out of his feet, maybe he would have scored. However, this is good from us. This is good. And City don't have too much about them right now. Deep cross in, played back across from West Ham, not quite getting there. And it goes out. Anyone looking for a stream, check the Discord in the link below. And while you're there, hammerschat.shopify.com for all your merch needs, half of which I designed, and then the good ones aren't mine. I'm watching the game, bro. Listen, I'll describe it as best I can, Jamie, but I'm watching it from the top link in the Discord. I mean, I'm watching it on TV in North Idaho. I don't know what you're talking about. You're playing well, says Xavier. I agree. I agree, Xavier. I agree. Finding some space here again. Vlasic does well. Yarmolenko's there. Tries to pass it back. Finds Mark Noble. West Ham just playing it around. Ben Johnson just lofts it into the box. Not a great cross. There's no one there. Cresswell picks up at the back. Tries to put in a deep cross back towards Vlasic. Can't quite find him either. But again, the pressure early doors. We're really making it difficult for Manchester City. In the final third, maybe not with our passing, but certainly with our pressing and our harrying, we are making it difficult for Manchester City. And they don't look super comfortable doing it. Early doors, I had said that I didn't feel like it would be super effective against Manchester City because they are Pep Guardiola's the king of passing triangles. There will always be options for them to play through the lines, to play through a press, right? But to be honest with you, it's working right now. And I don't know whether that's because they've got people like Zinchenko and Stefan, as opposed to, say, Edison and João Cancelo. But it's worked here. Yarmolenko's picked up the ball off a bad pass from Zinchenko. He's trying to take on Nathan Ake. He can't quite get the ball out of his feet, but he does manage to keep possession of the ball at least. Digs it back across with his weak foot. Was headed there, but not quite there. Souček nods it down, looking for Masuaku. It's bouncing around high in the air. It's a foul against Masuaku there. But again, the pressure is working. The pressure is working. I do keep saying it, Bulldog. You're not wrong. I keep saying the word early doors. I realize after the fact. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like I should just change the screen to just a big flashing light that says join the Discord. That's where the link is. It'd probably be more effective, wouldn't it? If we're being honest. I'm on the top link, the one which is, someone I know is on the top link, the one that's like Reddit.something, soccer streams.something. That's the one I'm watching on. I mean, that's the one someone is watching on. Damn it. Mahrez is playing good. I mean, he's not playing well, but he is playing good. Good Geo. Gerger. He is playing, yes. He's playing right wing for Manchester City. He's been very anonymous so far. Sterling finds De Bruyne out to Zinchenko wide on the left-hand side. It's a good opportunity for Manchester City. They've got forward faster than West Ham have got back. Zinchenko's pass, though, into the box was not good. Cresswell nods it away. Mahrez picks up the ball now, steps up to Aaron Cresswell. Lays it short. Hit. Palmer hits it. Save from Areola with his feet. Oh, Vlasic with a little something with a nutmeg pass through to Lanzini. That's a big flail of a challenge by Fernandinho there. He'll probably get spoken to. I doubt he'll get a card, but oof. We're just seeing the replay for Cole Palmer's shot there. He's inside the area. Again, that's where we're going to have to be. That's where we're going to have to be concerned here. Is when they receive the ball early and they hit it. If they can get their shots away early doors inside the area, which will happen. And Cole Palmer does well there, but a bit too close to the keeper. Areola sees it late, but does well to react to it and save it with his feet. Ball over the top, does well, finds Vlasic. Zinchenko tried to catch it, could not. Vlasic does well, takes it past him and Ake, lays it short. Yarmolenko in the box, couldn't quite get the opportunity. Close. Flipping hell. We hope so, we'll say. We look super decent. I agree, Lucas. I think we're playing really well right now. I think we're looking super decent. Where can you watch the match? Link in the description below. Get involved. It's down there. Use your eyes, bro. I was maybe harsh. I'm sorry. Link in the description below. There's a thing called join our Discord. Click on it. There's a thing. It's there. I promise you. I promise you it's there. I think I don't want to say we've been the better side because Manchester City certainly have created chances and have had the lion's share of possession. I don't know exactly what the possession stats are saying, but I'd be shocked if they didn't have at least 55% possession, probably more like 60. However, we're doing well with what we've got right now. We're doing well. And that's sort of what I was trying to say about the idea of like, look, even though we're playing a weaker side than our best side. This isn't our best 11 by any stretch. This is a heavily rotated team. Even though we have that, I was confident that we knew what we were doing, and we're showing that. You know, Masuaku even playing at left wing is at least pressing relatively well. He's not doing much else, but at least pressing relatively well. Vlasic trying to look in. It's his best game he's had for West Ham probably so far as well. Left-footed pass out to Masuaku. Cresswell's on the overlap. Masuaku trying to cause a little bit of danger. Tries to play the ball. And it's good block by Gundogan. Masuaku recollects it out on the left-hand side towards the corner flag. Just tries to dribble it through Kyle Walker and Gundogan at the same time. Almost manages it, to be fair to him. Couldn't quite manage it. And see here again. They are passing it round in their own area. And West Ham are... Look, and again, they're doing it relative. Don't get me wrong. They're doing it well. They're not making too many errors, but it's a risky business right now with a team who are pressing relatively well, to be passing it around so casually in their own area. We'll see how that plays out. But so far for us, it's been playing out pretty well. They've basically been giving us chances by doing it. But we'll see. We're 28 minutes into the match currently. 0-0. Both sides have had opportunities. Manchester City obviously having the most of possession. Zinchenko now playing it inwards to Kevin De Bruyne. He's in the middle of the pitch, about 30 yards away from goal, trying to play it round. Manchester City, again, this is what I'm saying. When they're in this position, Manchester City, we are more than happy to just let them do whatever they want. We'll just sit there and go, okay, you can waste your time. We don't mind. That's a good ball out to Raheem Sterling on the left. Cuts inside, puts it in the area. He's looking for a shot with his right foot. He tries to dribble through everyone, and Thomas Souček stops it. It's a good tackle by Thomas Souček. Lanzini plays out to Yarmolenko quickly, who's to be fair, Nathan Ake did well to defend there. Touch tight, forces Yarmolenko into a slightly iffy pass, and Manchester City regain possession. But then Mark Noble and Vlasic do well to, I think it's Vlasic or is it Yarmolenko do well to regain the possession there. It's Yarmolenko, not Vlasic, to be fair. Vlasic just stayed up front. Do well, and then Manchester City regain possession on halfway line. But this is good from us. This is fine. We're more than happy to have that, you know? More than happy to have that. Just checking, just having a little look. If you're on Discord, how do you watch it? Says TTV. There's a bit called Stream Links. There are several options of different links in there you can click to watch the game. Whether you're on mobile, whether you're anywhere else. Charlie, I just uploaded a very short clip of you, sir. Check it out. I'm concerned, Titch, but I will check out. Where did you upload it, bro? Where did you upload it? My stream's going hella funky. That's fine with me. I mean, my TV that I'm watching in North Idaho is going hella funky. Laid short to Gundogan. City again having all the possession in the world. And West Ham. This is like West Ham. This is kind of what you expect from David Moyes if you're not watching Gundogan with a shot from range is nowhere to be seen. It's on my channel. You mean on Hammers Fans United that everyone should go and click on Titch? Come on now, you have to play you see what I'm doing here? We're playing the game. We're getting the advertising going. You mean there's a clip of me on Hammers Fans United that you've just uploaded that people should definitely go and check out, subscribe to? I don't know. It's maybe something you could look into. I don't know. And I will have a look. I'll have a look when I can. I'm starting to get anxious that we might pull it off. Listen, I've been saying that I'm not like, I don't think it's dead to the world. You know what I mean? I don't think it's dead to the world. So you have all money. Listen, again, it doesn't matter where you get your money from. Well, it does. I feel strongly that it does, but still. Todd, hope you're well, bro. Greetings, fellow Hammers from Drizzly, Boston, Mass. Hi, hope you're well, good. Hope you're all good. Except for playing out from the back, this is some prime Fat Sam tactics. Yeah. And to be honest, that's kind of... It's what I expected before we got David Moyes, and it's what we got for a lot of the first half of David Moyes' reign at West Ham, if you want to put it like that. But we've got significantly better, and so when we see it now against a team like Manchester City in a cup game, I'm fine with it. It's something that I find a lot of West Ham fans get frustrated with, the idea of sitting deep and the idea of maybe him being a bit scared, or this is a good opportunity for City, and they play across. Kyle Walker can't quite do anything with it. Morris was there. The touch was awkward. Areola collects the ball and gives it a little bit of a tranquilo, but it doesn't. Again, when they play through the lines faster, Manchester City, there's definitely some danger to it. But when they're just passing it around, we're more than happy to let it happen. I'll tell you what, Vlasic is having a decent game today. I thought that was a foul against him on Fernandinho there, but didn't quite work out. But I tell you what, he's having a good game. I think he's having a decent game. This is good for Manchester City again. Sterling, offside, flag called in the end. I don't remember what I was saying. Let's move on, shall we? Let's move on. Damn, West Ham defense is holding up. Yeah, fair. Oof. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Subscribe if you're around here, like the video, all that good stuff. That's what I was saying. Yes, this was the kind of football I expected from David Moyes when he first joined. And for the first half is what we got. But now we've evolved into such a better team who have different facets to our game, different elements to our game, that when we see it against a team like this, I'm totally okay with it. A lot of West Ham fans tend to get annoyed with this idea of like David Moyes is scared against the big teams. He doesn't want to step to them a bit. He plays a bit too conservatively, a bit too cautiously. All right. And I genuinely do understand that to some level. I really do. But what I would say is this: I'm completely okay with it. Mainly because the rest of the time we're playing such good football that I don't mind changing up our tactics depending on opposition. I like the idea of only having to play one style of football, one tactic, and everyone else changing it against us, like Pep does to other teams. I enjoy that idea quite a lot. It's good, it's nice. I like the idea of us being so massive, which we of course are, that other teams have to change to us. However, when it comes into these sorts of situations, when we're facing a very, very good City side who, even though they are somewhat rotated, have an incredibly strong team out there, a comically strong team. I would say stop spamming, bro. I'll put you in timeout. I'm not going to ban you. I'm just going to say stop spamming. You know what I mean? But you're more than welcome to be here. Trust me. You're more than welcome to be here, but just chill. I'm okay with it. I'm 100% okay with that fact. And it gives us the best opportunity because like Lucas says, the more this game goes on, the more sort of slightly confident that people will get that we have something here. Now, over the past 5 minutes or so, Manchester City have got a bit more into this game, have grown a little bit, have started playing through the lines a little bit quicker. And that's certainly raised some cause for concern. But we have certainly looked quite dangerous in this game. We can't sit here and say anything else. We have, when they're passing it around in their own area, we're pressing them. When they're passing around in their own half, we're pressing them. And we've created opportunities from that, forcing them into mistakes. And it's the thing I've said over and over again on these watch-alongs is we have been pressing people into mistakes. When we did it against Zagreb, and I was talking about it, and I had people saying, well, they were just really bad. The passing was bad. And I'm like, yeah, but we're not giving them the option to be good. And that's kind of the case here. Now, Manchester City over the last 5 minutes have been getting more into the game. They're pushing forward. We're seeing Gundogan here on the left-hand side, tries to dink it back across goal all the way to Mahrez, who hits it. It goes out for a throw-in on the other side, which tells you just how well that shot went. But it's dangerous. These are the things that happen with Manchester. These are the things that will happen, right? When they're playing through quicker, then we're a little bit more at risk here. We're a little bit more at risk. But when we restrict Manchester City and their awful third kit to passing it around the halfway line, their own area, I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. And out of their 4 shots so far, one of them has been on target. That's as many shots as we've had on target. I'm just saying, it's a thing. It's a thing. Dylan says, at work listening in my ear, I just hope we get a win because I reckon if we get through tonight, no one can stop us. Dylan, big plays, and I love that. I love that. Tough one. It was a tough angle, to be fair to him, P. To be fair to him, it was a tough angle, and it's difficult to take that first time and get it on target and everything else. But it did go out for a throw. Manchester City here have fallen into that trap of maybe slowing down a little bit. West Ham have got 18,000 people in the box. Mahrez tries to hit it from far. You're going to have to get it through about 8 different West Ham people standing in the way to score from that range. I tell you what's good as well, something else I've liked today, is there's been a couple of times where, say Yarmolenko's lost the ball twice, I think, right? Where someone's tackled him or whatever. Not through any fault of his own, in my opinion, but it happens. You get tackled, right? But what he's done is you see that want to succeed, that desire to succeed and fight. The second he loses it, he will track the ball back. He'll track the player back and try to stop them. He'll come all the way back if he needs to. And I like that about that, It's that thing of people talk about Yarmolenko often as if he has no work rate and everything else. He does. I think it's just a different type of work rate than we're used to. But what we're seeing here is him working hard to try and win it back if something like that does happen, which is good. A long raking ball from West Ham, big diag to the right back, to the right wing position. Ben Johnson pressing it. He's putting Zinchenko under significant pressure here. Ake shows for it, puts in a good position. It'll be a foul there against Ake. It'll be a foul for Ake against Vlasic there, which I disagree with, but it's one of those obvious ones, isn't it? Can you get a whoop whoop? Yes, you can get a whoop whoop. Come on, Mick. Let's go, my friend. Let's go. What's your overall opinion on Vlasic? Can you post a link? Hang on, before I say that, can you post a link in here I don't know if it will work or if it will let you or if you'll get timed out or what. I'm not sure because I can't remember what the rules are currently. But what I will say is this. Everyone go and click on Hammers Fans United. Go check them out. They're an excellent channel. Titch is an absolute legend. Titch is an absolute legend. He hasn't... I like the idea of having Vlasic. I think he can grow at West Ham. It's just not happened for him yet. We haven't seen any of those signs. I think it's a good signing. I think it's a smart signing. I don't think it's one that necessarily times, Robert. I can't lie to you, mate. I can't lie to you. I'm always just here. It is what it is. Protein. It's in the corner, my friend. It is no. Charlie, can you say something to cheer up my missus, please? She's got her first parking ticket today, so it's grumpy. Yeah, I mean, look, Mrs. Woody, it will never be... You'll never have your first parking ticket again. It's a rite of passage that we all go through as car owners. I don't own a car. I can't drive. I'm not responsible. It's a rite of passage we all go through. The first parking ticket, the first speeding ticket. It's one to knock off the list like a Scouts badge. Next is the speeding ticket. Get back in that car. Just drive about at like 80 for a bit in maybe a school zone. Just go wild. Get the first speeding ticket. You know what I mean? Get some points on that license. Get it worn in like new shoes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I should say I don't believe. Disclaimer: that was not Hammers Chat saying that. I don't even believe that. That was said for comedic effect only. Do not commit vehicular crimes at my behest. Please do not do that. Please do not do that. Cresswell, Vlasic was there. Vlasic was there. Ball goes up high and Stefan ends up collecting it, but Vlasic was there. Again, we're creating these opportunities, and all it takes is one of those to go in. We saw that in the previous game. All it takes is one of those to go in, like against Spurs, and we can hold out. We are really good. We are really good defensively right now. We are getting clean sheets for fun at the moment. For fun. But all it takes, so all it takes is that one. All it takes is that one thing. That one thing. We're 5 minutes away from half time here. We're 5 minutes. If I explain it, it's because you were spamming, bro. For example, like Joe Finn, you're spamming. Take a second out, come back, right? I don't mind at all you being here. I encourage all fans of all clubs to come here and get involved, but don't spam. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? City passing the ball around again. This is a good opportunity when our midfield tends to step up a little bit too higher in these situations. I kind of almost want them to just be a line of 10. It was a ball in from box by Morris there. It doesn't come to anything. I almost want them to just be a line of 10 directly across the area, and I'd be fine with that a little bit. They step forward a little bit. Hang on. Lardy says you are gay, bro. Do you want your cock sucked? If you do, come here, bro. I'll do it, fam. What are you saying? Get in the bin. Get in the bin. See you later. Anyway, the point is, right? Man's like 10. Anyway, I almost want there to be a line of 10. And I'm kind of okay with that. Our midfield line, when Manchester City are playing sort of around the halfway line, steps a little bit forward and it leaves gaps in the space for Manchester City to find pockets of gaps. But still, I think we're creating maybe the better chances. Like, again, it's gone out for a goal kick here to West Ham. And the chance that's being shown as a replay is Manchester is the West Ham one, you know? There's certainly opportunities here to be had. And I think I don't know. I think it's all right. Corner for Manchester City on the left-hand side. Gundogan steps up to take it. My TV has frozen as it happens. Played in. Headed away. De Bruyne collects it on the outside the area, playing it around. Played into the box. Headed away from Craigie D. It was out by Souček. I thought it was Craigie D, to be fair. Gundogan plays it in. That's a good ball by Gundogan, but Ariola collects it. That was a good ball. Would you be happy for it to go to penalties? Yeah, fine with me. I'll be honest with you. I'll be totally here. I just got here, so about sucking. Yeah, sorry, someone called me gay, so I just wanted to make the point that if that person came here, I would suck his dick. As if I care. This happened against Tottenham, was 0-0 at halftime. Then we won the match in second half. Exactly. The lads are grafting right now. Exactly. This is what I want to see. 0-0 at 40 minutes is perfect. Very happy with that. Was expecting us to be 3-4 down by now. Yeah, and I think we're doing decently. You know what I mean? We're 2.5 minutes plus stoppage time away from half time here. And you would suspect when the teams go in, David Moyes would be the happier of the two managers by a significant distance. He'd go in and be like, you guys are killing it right now. You're doing what you need to do. There's obviously you can always improve. There's obviously stuff you can change. But in general, he'd probably go in and go, fair play. Again, I can't stress this enough. We are playing almost a completely rotated, we're playing a heavily rotated side against Manchester City, who have rotated slightly less than us. They have Kevin De Bruyne, who, in my opinion, is the best player in his position in the world on the pitch. The world. And we're playing a heavily rotated side against that. And then we are keeping them at bay successfully. Now, don't get me wrong. Will that last forever? I don't know. I said it before the game, it would be 2-1 because I do think they'll score. But all it takes is one chance for us. Like you say, against Tottenham where it happens. Palmer tried to do a little something there. Souček doing well, and Johnson manages to get it away forward to Vlasic. I'll tell you again, we're doing well. Vlasic harried off the ball there. He's been pulled a little bit. He's claiming for a foul. Gundogan's the one who ends up getting it against Lanzini, but potentially a thing. I checked earlier, and no, I saw his account was private. He doesn't follow me, but he hadn't blocked me. So we'll see. That may have changed by the end of this stream. Now I've mentioned Stephen Eastlake. I may get blocked. Hey, listen, if you wanna block me at @ATopBlad on Twitter, come get involved. Block me. I'm fine with it. At me, so I know you've blocked me, and then block me. You know what I mean? At @ATopBlad on Twitter. Come get involved. Come on, people. Block me. It's fine. No, I've said it. It's like Beetlejuice. You say it and it appears. Bloody Mary and all that. You say Stephen Eastlake and he blocks you. So we'll see. We needed Santi Cazorla player. We got one. His name's Pablo Fornals, and he's beautiful. Free kick from Manchester City, about 35 yards away from goal. De Bruyne. Mahrez plays it in. Ake with a header wide. I'll take that. I love Ake's hair, by the way. It's just very Dutch. It's the most Dutch hair you've got. Free kick. Mahrez is the one who ends up playing it in. I thought it was going to be De Bruyne, and Ake does get a head onto it, and it's relatively free. And to be honest, his head's in his hands because he should have at least got that on target. It's a good opportunity for Manchester City, and a bit of a let off for West Ham, tiny bit. But yeah, that third kit is atrocious, isn't it? And there is the halftime whistle. The halftime whistle has gone, and it's West Ham United 0, Manchester City 0. And I can't lie to you, people. I'll take that, and I'm happy with the way we're performing. Harry says we want Antonio. Yeah, anything of that would be good. To be fair. Would be happy with that. Jimmy James, evening Hammers watching from Gran Canaria. Love that, Jimmy. How are we doing? I think we're playing well, mate. How are you? Hope you're good. Hope you're all well. Watch us beat City 6-0 yesterday, but was the 69-70 season still absolutely class. Listen, any big dub like that is absolutely class. You know what I mean? Can't stress it. Danny Moore says Vlasic has been great. I think this has been probably his best game for West Ham so far. I think he's stepped up. I think he's been creating opportunities. I think he's been doing bits and pieces. I think he's looked lively. I think he's got involved in the play in different areas of the pitch. I'm happy with the way he's performing today. What else are we saying? Why can't we hold onto the ball or at least draw a foul? Says Ben. Yeah, I think we probably could have had more fouls in that half than we were given. Let's say that much. Specifically, I'm thinking of a couple of opportunities in Vlasic where he went down and didn't get it. But outside of that, I mean, look, we naturally just play slightly. That's not our game. You know what I mean? We're playing quite direct, quite counter-attacking football. That ain't conducive to keeping hold of the ball. Do you know what I mean? We're moving through the lines quickly. We're gunning for it. We've pretty much gave as good as we got in that first half, and that's all I want, Paul. That's realistically, that is all I want. I want us to be able to come to the end of the game and go, do you know what? We bloody gave it. That's all I need from me. That's all I need from us. And if we lose, that's fine, but that's giving us the best opportunity to win. And right now, you'd say, do Manchester City really deserve to be ahead in this game? I don't think so. Not, and if you would make that argument, certainly not by a significant margin. And so I think, to be honest with you, I'm pretty happy with it. But let's get the opinion of someone who actually has intelligence. Geo, what's your vibes? What are you saying?
So far, so good, isn't it? It's a bit of a boring game, but that's a good thing for West Ham. It's not necessarily a bad thing. The pressure's on City here. It's all on City. The question is, can you break us down? So far, the answer is no. So happy days as far as we're concerned. I mean, they are the better team. They are in control of the game. There's no doubt about that. But we've sort of threatened to threaten when breaking, if that makes sense. So we get the ball in good areas, but don't really do too much with it. Defensively, they look solid enough. No complaints for me at halftime. Charlie, you offered me at the start of the game 0-0. I would have at halftime. I would have taken it.
I'll be real with you. Like, I'm more than happy as well with the way we're playing. Like you say, they've got lion's share of possession, but A, I think they're always going to have to. It's a Pep Guardiola side. But I'd also say B, we're letting them have that possession, and we're choosing to attack them. It's very clear to me that we put pressure and we press when they're in their own half. But the second they come over that halfway line, we sit back and go, okay, you can have the possession. We're just going to compact. We're going to get compact. We're going to just make it difficult for you to play through the lines. And I think, honestly, that's totally okay. They've got through a couple of times. No, don't get me wrong, and there's been a bit one or two squeaky moments, but by the whole, let them. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Brighton are widely praised for the way they play football, and correctly so, in my opinion. Brighton played the Brighton way against City, and they were 3-0 down at half-time at the weekend. You come out and play against this lot, you give them space, they will eat you alive. The tactics have been bang on so far. We're not stupid to some extent. We are well aware of what we are. We're well aware of City are, and we are playing the game. Sometimes in the past we've criticised Moyes for playing the badge rather than playing the team on the pitch. I think tonight, actually, I think we are playing the team on the pitch. I think the tactics have set up to frustrate them, and they're not getting frustrated yet. I think they're City are being quite calm and proposed, but you have seen one of the two players' reactions. Gundogan's shot Ake just as that time whistle went, where you can see some of the City players kind of thinking, come on, this isn't good enough from us. And that will only increase as the game goes on. My only frustration, Charlie.
Oh, go on.
No Antonio on the bench.
I'm fine with it, but yes, it's an issue.
If this was our mark, I'd be thinking, let's get Ben Rahman and Antonio on for either Lanzini or Vlasic and Yarmolenko. And suddenly we have a massive threat on the pitch. We can get up the pitch really quickly, because that's the only one thing we're doing at the minute. We're sort of, it's not quite clicking in the final third. But listen, I think we're playing well. I think we're doing well.
It's as Lucas said here, if we were 0-0 at 70 minutes, you could bring on those guns. You could bring on Antonio and go for it. Like, for me, I'm fine with him resting because we have one striker and we need to take as good care of him as possible. But I don't necessarily disagree with your point there at all.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I would only have him there for that exact scenario. If we were getting beat 2-0, I wouldn't bring him on. If we were 2-0 up, I wouldn't bring him on. But only if the game is there to be won and it's a draw and there's not that long to go and we're in the game, then I'd have took him on. And I think that's the only slight grievous, but I understand why him and Declan Rice have been given the night off completely. I understand it 100%. But as I said in the preview for this game with Gonzo, I would have liked Antonio on the bench just in case this scenario arose, which at the minute we're in. Half-time 0-0, we're in that scenario, and we may be in it on our... Listen, it might come 70 minutes, it might come that City have done a couple of subs at half-time, Grealish and Foden are on, they're 2-0 up, done. But it would have done no harm having him on the bench, I don't think.
I will be back in just a moment. Enjoy yourselves, live chat.
Cheers, my friend. Yes, I just saw somebody saying, do you get 5 substitutions in this competition? Yes, you do, Dan. You do get 5 substitutions. So we can make 5 substitutions. Ben saying he agrees that our tactical approach has been right. I think when we do win possession, we've been awful, giving the ball away really cheaply and really easily. To some extent, yeah. I think so as well. David says he's enjoying Vlasic. Vlasic just split opinions so far. I was reading the live chat there when I was speaking to Charlie and listening to Charlie. And a lot of people have been saying that he's not too good, and some people are saying he's been playing quite well. I actually think he looks all right. I think this is probably his best 45 minutes so far. I think a couple of nice touches. This is the problem, isn't it? Because it's hard to judge Vlasic, because Vlasic doesn't play with Mikel Antonio and Jared Bowen and Declan Rice and Thomas Tuchel. You know, he just, granted, he had the midfield partnership behind him against Genk, but he didn't have Mikel Antonio up front, for example. So it's one of those things. It's a bit like, it's hard to judge, but I think he's playing quite well tonight, actually. I think everyone is. I don't think anyone's playing that bad. I've seen Yarmolenko getting a lot of stick, right? I've seen Yarmolenko getting a lot of stick and understand because he is conceding possession a lot. But he does have a hard job up front there on his own. And the ball's just not sticking to him quite yet. But I don't know. I think there's been a couple of times he's looked quite good kind of thing. But I would have liked to have seen someone on the bench. And I think someone on for Yarmolenko is an obvious substitution. It's probably Benrahma or Jared Bowen, one of them on for Yarmolenko eventually. But I think I thought he played okay in the first half. I think he was on a bit of a hiding to nothing in that role in this system. Because like I said when I did the preview, Gonzo, the one thing I don't like Yarmolenko being up front in this is we're playing counter-attacking football. Yarmolenko can't really play counter-attacking football. So I think it's a bit difficult for him. It's a big ask for him, actually. Callum's saying, that Vasic's best game so far. I have to agree with that. I think he has looked quite good. He's looked like he's willing to get involved in stuff. And Liam's saying it as well. Liam's saying he thought Yarmolenko had been putting himself quite a bit. It's a tough job. That's how I see it. I think he's done okay. He's lost the ball a lot. He's probably conceded the most possession out of anyone on that pitch in the first half. I'd be surprised it wasn't Yarmolenko. But he's going to. If you play up front on your own against Man City, you are going to concede possession more than the striker for Man City. It's difficult. Danny thinks Yarmolenko's slow and that he slows Vlasic down. Possibly. Darth Vader's happy enough says, not bad for a weaker side against Man City. I'll take it so far. Agree, my friend. I completely agree with you. He also thinks that Yarmolenko and Vlasic was not bad, to be fair. Frank said our passing not been great. We can calm down, make better passes. We can get a goal pretty soon. We look interested. I'll tell you what, we do look. Do you know what really pissed me off, Charlie? That's maybe a strong word. Do you know what frustrated me the most in the first half? Mark Noble took a free kick. I'm not kidding. Aaron Creswell is in unbelievable form. We've literally scored from set pieces in our last 3 games with Aaron Creswell taking corners and free kicks. Mark Noble took it today, and he just lofted it into the back post for Craig Dawson to side foot volley into the box. Oh, it was just a wasted opportunity. We're not going to get many. We've had no corners. We've had 1 free kick in a position that we can cross into the box. In the first half, we've had 1 opportunity, and Mark Noble lofted it into the box. It was just frustrating. I thought that's our biggest chance of us scoring tonight is through a set piece. We get one, and Mark Noble just lofted it in.
I can't say I don't disagree, but it's. Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, it's a game of fine margins. It's a bit like Tottenham. Like, we get that 1 goal, we could quite easily win 1 hit. Not easily, but it could quite easily become 1-0 to West Ham as a final scoreline if we just get that bit of luck. And so you do need to be playing those margins. And just like, if it's Noble taking it, the margins are significantly thinner than they would be if Cresswell was taking it.
Listen, if it was like on the halfway line or something, I would understand it. But it wasn't. It was in prime position for a left footer, whipping it into that. Danger, you know that dangerous one, so no one touches it, goes in at the back post. It was one of them. It was in a really good position as well. And I was thinking, here we go. Come on, Aaron, get your foot wrapped around this. We've got Dawson in the box, we've got Diop in the box, we've got Souček in the box. Yarmolenko's good in the air. His pace doesn't come into that. So we've got 4 players really good in the air. I thought, get this delivery right. We've got a chance here. Looking at the City team, I thought, all right, Stones. Ake's good in the air, but he's not the tallest centre back. You've got John Stones in there, and you're looking at the rest of them thinking there's not much else. Zinchenko's not particularly tall. Kyle Walker's okay. De Bruyne, Gundogan, Fernandinho, I mean, they're not too bad in there. Fernandinho's good in there, but he's not tall, is he? And I just thought we had looking at the 18-yarder, I thought we had an advantage. I thought, come on then, let's get this in the box. And it was just... Anyway, hopefully we get another opportunity in the second half. We get Aaron Creswell whipping that bad boy into the box, so...
I think that's fair. I think this is maybe potentially harsh, but I want to get your opinions on it. Our defense has been superb. Everywhere else on the park, we've been bang average.
Too harsh for my liking. I think it's hard to judge because I think part of the tactic is to let City have the ball where they're having it, which is Raheem Sterling on the left. As long as he's outside the 18-yard, it's not too much of an issue for us. So we're almost letting them have it. And then you get to the point where Gundogan eventually shoots from 20 yards out and flies over. That's through our well-organised defence and well-organised midfield. You defend from the front in these games, and it's allowing City to pass you because eventually one of their players will think, right, bugger it, I'm having a shot. I'm not doing... We've done 15 passes. I'm having a pop now. Bang, it goes over. there is the risk that they score. Matters in particular is good at scoring from 25 yards out. But as you saw when Palmer went to shoot from the 18-yarder, Issa ran out, deflected, went out for a corner. That's fine. It's good defending. You restrict them to long-range efforts. The only save Areola's had to make, he made it comfortably well with his foot. And that's it. So while we haven't created anything, what's City created?
Yeah, that's kind of my opinion. I think we can maybe criticize to some extent the idea of like the midfield and the strikers maybe not taking their chances or losing possession of the ball. I heard you mentioning Yarmolenko, for example, who's lost possession I think twice or something like that. But like ultimately, I think they're doing their job, and I think it's maybe harsh to say bang average. I think the effort that's being put in is the right amount of effort, and it does only take one of those chances. It's just about taking them. Do you know any? By the way, people could be asking me, so I'm just going to ask you live on air. Do you know anything about it?
No, he's had COVID, but supposedly his isolation period's finished, so he should not be isolating any further. But I don't know. He must have a small injury or something. But when we did the build-up show, someone commented that Kral himself had said he's back in training and looking forward to like getting involved again or something. I genuinely have no idea. I'd imagine it'd be a question that Moyes was asked tonight or in his build-up press conference for the Villa game, because you can't ignore it, can you? Pardon me. That you've got a first-team player missing. He's just missing at the minute. So there'll be an innocent explanation, but I'm not too bothered, to be honest with you.
Are you at all concerned about the difference in quality between the subs benches?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're Pep right now, you're looking and you're thinking we need Grealish and or Foden on the pitch soon. But it's a compliment. I know it's a really weird thing, right? But it's a compliment. If Pep Guardiola is having to throw on Foden and Grealish against your second string team, because that's what this is. We can't at the start say, oh, it's our second string team. And then when we get beat, say, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. It's a really good compliment to the Moyes and his boys that your tactics are so good. I've got to throw on my best players. You're to West Ham players, you're playing so well. I've got to throw on these ones and try and break you down. But the more players they throw on like that, the only frustrating thing is Pep will do like for like subs. So he'll take Sterling off for Grealish and he'll take Palmer off for Foden. He won't take off Fernandinho and put Jack Grealish on and switch it up a bit and give us an opportunity on the counter attack. He won't do that. He will keep those players on. He might take Fernandinho off and put Rodri on or something. So he might just strengthen the 11. But I'd imagine they'll play the same formation and stuff. And listen, I'll be honest with you, Charlie. Before it disappears, I still expect to lose this game. I still expect to get eliminated tonight in the competition. If it goes to penalties, it becomes a 50-50 shootout. Literally becomes a lottery. I'll be confident. I will have a little bit of hope that because we've been so crap at penalties this season, that we've been working on them prior to the League Cup anyway. Moyes just thought, right, we need to fix this penalty thing. The problem is Antonio and Rice are probably the ones that have been practicing pens and stuff as well as Martin Noble. They're obviously not involved tonight. But I'd like to think there's an element of Souček, Cresswell also on penalty duty. You'd back
Souček, you'd back Cresswell, you'd back probably Black Yarmolenko. Yeah, these are all people you'd back from a 6 yards.
If it goes to pens, I think we'll win it. If we go to pens, I think we'll win it. I think Areola's a good goalkeeper as well to have and sticks at pens. I think if it goes to penalty shootout, I think West Ham will win tonight. But I just seen that they're in the live chat now. They're saying City have got subs on. Someone says Cancelo is one of them. Says he's probably coming on for Zinchenko. It'd be fine if it's not for Zinchenko. This is what Pep's doing. He won't change his shape, but he will just strengthen the shape he's already got, kind of thing. Oh, it's Walker's gone off. It's right back for right back, kind of thing. But still, it's fresh.
I'm surprised Zinchenko's staying on. He looked a little bit shaky when we pressed him, to be honest.
Pep's got another 4 subs after this one. It's 5 subs in the League Cup.
Of course, yeah, that's fair.
This is the problems. Cancelo can come on, but so can Rodri, Grealish, Foden, Jesus. Anyway, right, my friend, I'm going to leave you. Keep up the good work. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, drop a like on it. And Charlie, I'll speak to you later, but I'll be back for the review of Gonzo in a bit.
Cool. Make sure everyone to stick around for the review with Geo and Gonzo after this. They'll, of course, be getting involved in that. I should say someone I did see one comment. Where was it? Let me drag it back. Where is it? Give me a second. Your Discord site's didn't work, bro. I could tell you for a fact they did. Because let's just say people I know are watching it through them. So I can tell you for a fact they definitely did. And the second half has got underway. I have not clicked the timer. That's something I should have done. I haven't done. Give me a second. Let me find this. Click on that. We are underway in the second half. As people said, there have been substitutions. Let me get the timer back on track to the right time. What are we saying? It's like, there we go. Titch, if you can hear me, if you're here, I've seen it. You're ridiculous. And I'm going to tweet it out later. I saw it when I was peeing. There he is. There's the boy. Well, grease my gears and call me Gerald. Hello, Scott. How are you? I was looking for you earlier when me and Madman were talking about you, weren't he? I was like, where is he? He was like, he's not here yet. And I was like, fair. Thoughts on Ben Johnson? I think he's having a really good game. I'm very happy with him today. I can't lie to you. I really am. He's having a good game, and I feel like it's a difficult one, but I feel like his defensive side of his actions have been brilliant. I think going forward, he's shown good endeavor. The final third still lacks a little something, but his the endeavor's certainly there. And yeah, I'm happy with his performance so far. I can't lie to you. I genuinely am. City starting off this second half in the exact same way they ended the first in complete control of possession, passing it around sort of relatively slowly, trying to be careful and take their time. There's Cancelo trying to play it in towards Gundogan, headed away by big Craigie D. Zinchenko back out to Sterling. Again, as Geo said, we're happy for him to have possession of the ball there. He doesn't really do anything from there. Zinchenko, Gundogan. They're just, again, if I just said the names of the players who had the ball, you would see how quickly they're passing. They're sort of rotating possession through their different players, but no real danger. Sterling tried something there, but again, it's just good defending there from I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Souček, but it's just good defending, stopping it from going forward. Man's gone. I'll take it. I'll do it. I'll hit him up. Hit up Big Michael, see what he's saying. Thoughts on City's kit? I think it's absolute garbage. I like the colour. I don't mind the stripes. I hate the fact it's spelled out. It feels wrong to me. It feels wrong. I'm not here for it. I don't know. I just can't be backing it. De Bruyne from range trying to pop off a shot, can't quite find any space through the 18 West Ham players who are solidly standing there, stoically saying no. Masuaku does well to get that ball forward to Yarmolenko, to be fair. He's forced back a bit. He's having his back to goal in an awkward way there, forced back with possession. But West Ham keep possession and do well to play through the lines. Souček picks up, finds Yarmolenko, lays it into Vlasic in the centre. Souček, that's a good ball out to Masuaku. This is a good opportunity for West Ham. Masuaku's got Cresswell on the outside of him. He's decided to go inwards. Arthur Masuaku tried a little bit too much, and now Manchester City are on the breakaway. They've slowed down with Riyad Mahrez, but that was such a good opportunity. Masuaku, he was dribbling towards the area. They were sort of a little bit all over the shop there, City, and all he needed to do was lay it off, but he couldn't quite get the ball out of his feet or get it to anyone, and it goes back. It goes back. But West Ham have the possession of the ball just outside Manchester City's area here. Masuaku is there. Cresswell's just a little bit deeper, finds him. He's looking for that cross, can't quite find it. Back to Masuaku. They're by the left corner flag here. Lays it short to Souček, slightly more centrally, but still sort of outside the area. Back to Cresswell in a position you'd expect him to be in. Trying to find that cross, can't find it. Lays it back. Mark Noble dribbles past Kevin De Bruyne because he's just class like that. Finds Masuaku in the area, hits it, deflects. Oh, Masuaku. I tell you what, it's good. It's good. Noble find Masuaku. He takes a touch, tries to hit it, sort of slices it. I don't even know if it deflected. I think he just slices it, but it's close. Better from Masuaku than the first time. He actually had a bit of decisiveness to him that second time. First time he was all over the shop. You must play a lot of Call of Duty or something similar because your gun sounds spot on. Thank you. I rewatch. I regularly rewatch the BBC drama Spooks. See what else is going on in chat. What are your thoughts on Yarmo? Asks Judas. First of all, good to see you, my friend. Second of all, I like Yarmolenko. I can't lie to you. I do. I think he gets maybe unfairly done in a little bit because he doesn't exactly suit our style, especially when he's playing out wide. But I think actually as a player, he's pretty all right. I think he's a decent player. It's just getting him in the right position in the right the right times to make him useful, you know. And I think today's playing okay. I saw the words Modern Warfare 2. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. On high rise out here, you know what I mean? Early doors, throw the grenade over the top. No, I throw in. I thought, come now. Bit of Commando Pro, let's go. You know what I mean? Don't know what you're talking about. I can do gun sounds. You should check out Hammers Fans United. You can see a video of me doing gun sounds on there. And hey, while you're at it, follow A Top Lad. Why not? Get involved. I never say that, but we probably should. We're going to shithouse this. And to be honest with you, I'll be totally okay with that, Lucas. I can't lie to you. I'll be totally okay with that. Be fine with that. If we're going to beat teams like this, we have to take chances like that. I agree. Oh, Zach Steffen again in an awkward position. Awkward position. Yeah, we need to take our chances. It's going to be a game of few chances for us. And if we can make it work, we can. Souček almost found Sterling, but a referee-based play on because Manchester City continues the ball. De Bruyne in a very dangerous position outside the area. Can't quite find space to shoot. He finds Mahrez, who tries to bend in. Cole Palmer's there, as is De Bruyne, basically getting in the way, adding to West Ham's defensive wall. Cresswell does well to find Thomas Souček there, who calmly plays it out. Good play to Mark Noble. Noble's in an awkward position. There's no one really backing him up. But oh my God, that is a ball from Marky Noble. Oh, he's being called offside, Vlasic. I tell you what, it was a good try, though. It was a good try. Remember, everyone, if you're new around here, like, subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel is what I tried to say. Subscribe to the channel. We do watch-alongs. I do watch-alongs every single West Ham match day. Every single time I'm here, we've got links in the Discord every single match day. So make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification, all that good stuff. Keep coming back because you are the people who makes this possible. And hey, while you're here, why not like the video? We have a dangerous amount of you in here right now. We've got 405 people watching right now. We could break the record of the most liked watch-along. I can't remember what it got up to. If anyone in the chat can remember what it got up to, the most liked watch-along. Oh, it's a good opportunity for Manchester City, just wide from Ilkay Gundogan. We'll talk through that in a second. But remember, I can't remember what the most liked one was. It was a hell of a lot, but we're already at 274. Big like spike incoming, people. If we can't, we might be able to beat it. There's enough of you right now where we could beat it. Palmer playing through the lines finds Gundogan, who's, I tell you what, Gundogan's been good at finding space today. Gundogan has been good at finding space that he just continuously does it. 284, it's going up. 286, it's going up. The like spike is on the way. And then he manages to find the right space. It's an awkward angle. It's a difficult angle for him. He tries to just play it to the bottom corner. Can't quite do it. The Beast TBT, thank you very much for coming. Link in the description below. Discord, join that. There's a bit called Streamlinks. That's how some people are watching it. I, however, live in North Idaho. Did we call it at 300? Is that what happened? Did it finish at 300? Because if it is, we're at 289. We've just hit 300. We've just hit 300. So an insane amount right now. That if we did call it at 300, then this is the most like watch along. How high can it get? We're at 303. 303. We're at 303. Do you know what I mean? My God. That was my first time watching. I give you all the credit, Titch. I give you 100% of the credit for those likes. I really do. West Ham with the goal kick from that good chance. I give you all the credit, brother. You're the person who was out here saying it and getting it involved, you know? Did we actually call it 300? Because if we have, we've just smashed that very quickly. We've absolutely blitzed past that. We'll keep liking the video. Let's get that like spot going and we'll see. We'll see where it gets to. We'll come back to that. Because I don't want to just sit and concentrate on it. Manchester City are in a break here. Raheem Sterling down the left-hand side. He's got De Bruyne inside of him. Cole Palmer's just run ahead. He tries to find De Bruyne. It's a good foot by Thomas Souček and Masuaku. That's exactly where you want him. Takes the ball, dribbles past one, finds Vlasic out wide. Not Thomas Souček. It was a tall white guy. My brain went Thomas Souček. It's Yarmolenko who collects the ball out on the left-hand side. West Ham aren't committing the sort of numbers we usually do to this attack. But that's fine. That is a ball across to Aaron Cresswell from Mark Noble, I think. Cresswell into Masuaku, pings it across. Stefan can't catch it. Yarmolenko hit it. I almost knocked over that cup. I should move it. Oh, it was close. It was close. Hang on, it's Connor. I will come back to that. I've just seen that. Is that true? Is this Connor? I've just seen this. Is this true? Because if so, what the fuck? I'll come back to that though. Yeah, Areola collects it. After the shot happens, it deflects up into the hands of Areola. Nice and calm, but that was close. What an opportunity. The ball across, by the way, I think it was Mark Noble to Cresswell. It was absolutely beautiful. Lays it short to Masuaku, who pings it at Stefan, who cannot catch a ball to save his life. Yarmolenko takes a touch and Zinchenko gets a good block in the end. But my God, it was close. It was close. Is it Gundogan? Is it Gundogan or Gundogan? I don't know. I change it every single time. I can't lie. Oh, there's a triple substitution coming in. And I tell you what, we're gunning for it. It's Fornals, it's Bowen and Benrahma all stepping up, ready to go. Ready to make big plays. Let's go. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're an absolute legend, Tish. You know that. I think the world of you. I take credit for my 2 likes with both my with my J Smith and JJ Smith accounts. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate it. Forever, appreciate it. Have a baby bell. Are we saying it's time for the baby bell? Sterling hits. Ooh, save. Are we saying it's time for if the chat says baby bell, then it's time for the baby bell. Noble's passing range has been. It has been. I strongly agree with that. Charlie's great at watching. Subscribe to the action. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I try it. It's difficult by myself, and I try to provide as much as context as to what's going on. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That actually genuinely means a lot when someone says nice things about a watch along. I can't lie. It's another good opportunity now for Manchester City. De Bruyne hits it from range. The flex save by Areola. I tell you what, the game's picking up pace here. It's getting end to end. It's getting a bit hot and spicy. We've got 3 players coming on. We've got Benrahma, we've got Bowen, and we've got Fornals all stepping up to come on. And I tell you what, it's getting more open. That suits City, but it's exciting. It's more exciting for neutrals. We have to say that. Speaking of neutrals, I saw the logo. Where is it? Hang on. There it is. Big Glenn. Glenn, hope you're well, my friend. I will be, first of all, everyone subscribe to Glenn Kiteley from Arsenal. He's an excellent dude. Secondly, I will be on that channel tomorrow. So if you want to find good Arsenal content, obviously Glenn's the guy to go to. Hit save from Areola, flipping it out the corner of my eye. Secondly, I will be on there tomorrow. So make sure to go and check out the channel and get involved. John Stones with the header. Areola makes the stop. Flipping heck. De Bruyne whips in a really good ball, and Stones in the center, just Sterling holding Diop's t-shirt as hard as he could to try and stop him from getting anywhere, to stop John Stones. He does get his head, but Areola makes the good save. And I tell you what, we don't like this pace. We wanna slow this pace down a little bit. We would love to slow this pace down a bit. Because right now it's very much suits City, but then we are getting forward. We're creating chances from it. Yarmolenko out on the left-hand side. Sorry, out on the right-hand side by the corner flag. Finds Ben Johnson, who's trying to twist and turn on Zinchenko. Gets the ball in. It's a bit high and wide. Masuaku collects it on the opposite side. Finds Cresswell in a good position for a cross. Can't quite find it. That's a good little flip-flat pass into Vlasic. Lays it short. Souček! Oh, it was close. I tell you what, it's getting exciting. It's getting exciting. Oh my Gideon. The game is opening up massive here. The crowd are loving it. Excellent play there by Cresswell, Vlasic and Souček. Souček opens up his body, tries to just lay it in, couldn't quite get it on target. My God. Need an unlimited supply CW. I don't know if that's true. I definitely don't manage if that's true, but it is what it is. I didn't realize you could get Baby on US. I brought it with me, Chuck. I brought it with me, ready for when we needed it. Packed it in my suitcase. It was my carry-on. It's all I brought with me. And my entire PC. My heart can't take this. Sing the song. Benrahma, Jared Bowen, Mikel Antonio. Oh, your hammy's still good to go. Shout out Kieran for the end bit there as well. Of course, I'll back it. I tell you what, it's getting exciting here. It's getting exciting. Is that a Logitech headset? No, it's Astro. It's the Astro A40s, the newer ones. They're very expensive, and they were bought by Chuck, who I am infinitely appreciative of, because he saw my old broken ones, which I've had for like a decade. These ones, which were broken, just janky AF. And Chuck donated an insane amount of money to help me afford these, which is incredibly kind of him. It still is. Idaho's a very big baby, but very big. It's me. It's a fat joke. That's what we're going at there. Also, Connor, I saw that ROH thing. I need to scroll up. Where is it? Where is it? It's corner for Manchester City while I scroll up and try and find this. Lays it short to De Bruyne. Played out to Mahrez on the right-hand side. Hits it early. Saved by Areola quite easily. I take that all day. I can't lie. All right, it's taken off the start to next year to reimagine and have released everyone according to Big Dave. That's nuts. Especially, they've just started doing bits with their women's division as well. That is nuts. Flipping out. I'm going to have to look into that after this because that's wild. And listen, if they've released a lot of people, I'm certain there are a lot of companies, specifically the big two American ones, who'd be very interested in a couple of those people. Roosh, people like that. I mean, there's a couple of people there who would be instantaneous gets for anyone like that. Here we go. The boys are coming on, people. Bowen, Benrahma, Fornals, all coming on. Triple substitution. You never thought you'd see it from David Moyes, yet here we are. Yarmolenko first coming off. Good game from Yarmolenko today, I felt. He, of course, don't get me wrong, he's lost the ball at times, but he's worked very hard to try and get it back, and I think he's done a decent job doing it. Jared Bowen's the one coming on for him. You would expect Bowen to just take up that role up front instantaneously. Not that deep. That's exactly what you would expect. Who else is going to be coming off? I'd be interested to see who else comes off here. Danhausen to AEW. Yes. Now, please. Ideally now. Vlasic off for Pablo Fornals. Vlasic's best performance in a West Ham shirt, to be fair. Vlasic's best performance in a West Ham shirt, to be fair. And Masuaku coming off for Pablo Fornals. You'd expect Pablo Fornals to take up that. It makes perfect sense, right? You have you keep Lanzini on. You have the Fornals on the left hand side. You probably put Benrahma in the center, move Lanzini out to the right, and then have Bowen take up that striking berth. Makes perfect sense. We are gunning for it here. We are going for it. This is attacking. And I'm very okay with that. I am very, very okay with that. Game's gotten a lot more open, which probably suits City. But to be honest with you, we are also getting chances off it. So all it takes is one. Remember, all it takes is one. That's all that happened against Tottenham. We got the goal and we did it. And this is doable. This is dangerously doable. Stephen, sweet dreams are made of cheese. Who am I to disagree? Stephen Jones, that is excellent work from you. Unreal work, Stephen Jones. I flipping love that. I would disagree. I'm not a fan of Brie, but what a Stephen, just coming, all that good stuff. What unreal stuff. Moyes feeling sassy tonight. You love to see it. You got to respect it. West Ham's new three getting their first touches of the ball now. I tell you what, if you're Manchester City, that's probably going to shake you up a little bit as well. Don't get me wrong. It's not like Messi coming on, but all of a sudden West Ham have been, again, I can't stress this enough. West Ham have probably rotated their team more heavy than Manchester City have tonight. And they've been playing essentially a second string. So to see basically three of our best players this season step up to try and get involved, that's going to make you think twice a little bit. That's going to put you just a little bit concerned. We are West Ham's Idaho baby Bella, mate. We are West Ham's baby. Let's just keep going. We are West Ham's baby Bella, mate. Idaho. Good opportunity here. Benrahma plays it forward. He finds Fornals. Benrahma's there backing him up. Plays it back. Cresswell with the overlap. You love to see it, or underlap even. Benrahma taking on Nathan Ake, who's completely out of position. Nice 1-2. Little plays. Finds Cresswell. Plays it to a dangerous position. I tell you what, this game is here for the win. I'm telling you. Will it happen? I don't know, but this is definitely here. We could get this. We could 100% get this. Hammers fans, I love toasted dairy. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Let me put some stress on that. It's beautiful. Love it. You know what I mean? It's beautiful, man. It's one of the nicest. You can't lie. Right. 25 minutes left. 25 minutes left. Corner to West Ham. Cresswell, Noble standing over it, thinking about doing a short routine maybe. Noble seems to have just had a little walk away. He's still hovering, but maybe Cresswell to just pun this one in. Here we go. There's some big boys in there, but City have packed out that area. We're not committing too many people forward. Punched away from Stefan a bit too close, and it's going to be a foul. Or it wasn't. Apparently, it went out and then came back in. 457 people watching now. Thank you very much, everyone, for a start. Flipping out. Hello, everyone. How are you? 464 now. Smash that like button. Do smash that like button. Let's see what we're at, shall we? I said I'd leave it for a bit and have a look because I don't want to just keep staring at it because it is going up and up and up. We're at 335. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm sure this is the most we've ever had. I can't remember what we called it at last time, but this is an insane amount. It's an insane amount of people and it's the same amount of likes. So thank you so much, everyone. I will say this, as per usual, I do the watch-alongs every single match day for West Ham on this channel, right? Every single match day without fail, I am here. Even when I'd had no sleep and I was basically dead to the world, I was here. And it's only possible when I'm by myself because of you lot coming in and getting involved. So I really do appreciate it. Come get involved more often. Like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. To use the OBS, here's the complicated setup, Mog. This is what I do. We use StreamYard to stream out, and then I use OBS as a virtual webcam, basically, which allows me to do the timer, score, predict, all that sort of stuff on here, which StreamYard wouldn't let me do. When we first started doing it, when I was doing it with someone else, we did use StreamYard, and then I used Discord to capture the other person. But now I just I used OBS and then Discord to capture the other person, and then streamed it straight from OBS. But this way allows us to do multiple shows in the same stream quite easily and move it around. So I use OBS for the webcam. So everything you see around me is OBS stuff. So for example, I can start moving stuff around like this because it's on OBS and not through StreamYard. If that makes sense. I've just broken the fourth wall with that a little bit, but we see how it goes. If that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. City playing through the lines. Palmer does well, plays out to Raheem Sterling on the left-hand side. This is dangerous. He's in a good area. Palmer hits it. Well over, mate. Take that all day. Take that all day. That was a dangerous position there. We can't that was a dangerous position. And it's one of the times Sterling has got into a position he likes. He likes getting in and around the area, making moments. When he's outside the box on the left-hand side around, you can do whatever you want. He's dangerous when he's in and around the area, and he tried it there. He finds Palmer in a good position, who found Sterling in early doors. But I'll bring it back in the boards early doors now. It was 67 minutes into the game. But it goes well over. Fine with that. Charlie, you're going to get back to games anytime soon. It will be good to get you on the lemon hit on the boat to say thanks for keeping us all entertained. First of all, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Secondly, I honestly don't know. It's all a health thing for me. We'll see what happens. Potentially what would happen is I might go. So the idea is, I don't know if I'm ever going to stop doing watch alongs at this point. I don't know. I enjoy doing them a lot. We'll see what happens. I may end up going and then coming to the boats before the game and then leaving with enough time to get home in time to do the watch along sort of thing. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But for now, health wise, I just can't get to games. Hence doing this with all of these lovely people. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Health is the thing. Played over the top now for West Ham United. Dinks in. Fornals back to Bowen. Back to Fornals. Can't quite have it. Shot from range from Lanzini. Forever rising. A good opportunity again. We're just making moments. Trying to grab stuff. Just not quite happening. But it was a good ball over the top there for Pablo Fornals. Lays it in towards Bowen. Tries to find Fornals again. Can't quite find it. Lanzini on the follow-up. Hits it. Deflects up and over. And it's a corner. It's a corner. Mate, I don't know who you support. I assume Hammers because you've got the Hammers in the thing. I'm saying yes, I'm backing it. I really do believe right now that we have 100% got this. I really do. Whether or not that happens or not, we'll see. But I really do genuinely believe it. If AEW comes over, we got to go. Oh, dude, I'm 100% on it. They keep talking about this Craven Cottage show. Like, I'm going. Like, you cannot stop me. I am going. And if you're coming, Connor, we're having a grand old time because I'm going. Because they've mentioned this Craven Cottage thing like 3 or 4 times in the last month now. So I'm thinking it's going to happen in 2022. But then again, we keep hearing this talk of WWE running a pay-per-view at either Wembley or the Millennium. So we'll see what happens with that as well. We'll see. Corner to West Ham, out on that right-hand side. Aaron Cresswell steps up to take it. The arm goes up. The ball comes in. It's high. It's lofted towards the back post. Dawson goes down. He's holding his head. There's nothing's going to be given because of it. He's holding his head. He's now changed to his face. Nothing will be given because of it. But he did go down. It was a ball deep into the half. It's a stray hand from Cansolo there. And he goes down. Nothing's going to be done about it. He'll get back up. He'll carry on. You can't stop Craigie with that sort of energy. You can't, but it will happen. Phil Foden now coming on for Riyad Mahrez for Manchester City. They're bringing on their first team players as well at this point. But that's fine. We got lots of boys. Who needs it? Who needs it? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ruby asking where you can watch it live. Ruby, in the link in the Discord, the link in the description below says join our Discord. Click on that. It is on the left hand side in a bit called Streamlinks. Have a click on there. It's in there. Have a gander. Manchester City trying to get forward here. De Bruyne plays it back to Palmer. I always know it's Palmer because he's number 80. So I always know. Fernandinho, Zinchenko, Foden out on that left hand side, maybe trying to find tries to whip the ball in. Sterling's gone over onto that right-hand side. Again, a nice thing to see. There's just kind of an admittance at defeat to some extent. Sterling on the right-hand side, just dispossessed by Diop really well there. And someone's down. I think it's Mark Noble. It's Aaron Cresswell who's down under the challenge of, I don't know who. I think it was Sterling. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was another stray hand or something. I'm not sure. It wasn't deliberate. And Diop, I tell you what, Diop does very well. Sterling tries to come at him in the way Sterling does after taking it past like 2 people. And Diop just puts his weak foot out and says, nuh-uh. Not happening. Not happening. Bro, everyone's got me tongue-tied. I'm an issue, bro. I'm an idiot. I can barely speak English. When you joined originally, I was out here being like, bruv, man, don't say nothing about me, bruv. I'm in North Idaho. Roll up street, bruv. 10 toes and that. People think they got me. Nah, fam. Do you know what I mean? I barely speak English. Big boot over the top. Manchester City running backwards, but it lands at the hands of Stefan, who actually holds on to the ball once. Imagine. Hear me out, people. Is it time for the baby bell? We're 74 minutes in. It's the 74th minute. Pace is slowed down a bit. I feel like we could use an injection of energy. Is it baby bell time? Because if it is, I'm cracking it open right here, right now. Ben Rama trying to dribble his way through. He does. Look at Said. He's such a boy. Several people it took to stop him. And it just finds Cresswell all casually. And then we carry on with our play. Noble trying to spread it out across to Ben Johnson. Couldn't quite find it. Baby bell. Pop that bell now. We're popping the bell. Just turned on sound on my Idaho TV and the stadium is roaring. They are roaring. You can hear it all the way from Idaho, which is beautiful. Definitely inject it, baby bell time. All right, we're getting involved. We'll hit a bit of that. Right, Uno. You can see the beginning of the bell. We hit a bit of that double beginning of the bell. We rip it off. Pow, we're in. Again, it's a silent snack. You love it. Crack on, Charlie. It's baby bell time, bro. Peel it. There we go. I think it's baby bell time. Baby bell for Bowen Banger. There we go. It's happening with the silent wrapper. It's a silent snack, bro. You love to see it. I'm scared because they're attacking as I open this. And it's making me feel like it's going to be a problem. Foden took out to the side, hits it. Hang on. You know what I mean? Gundogan, who has found consistent space, to be fair. Gundogan has found a lot of good areas here, a lot of good pockets. Foden cuts in on the inside, then just shoots. It deflects into Gundogan's path, who's directly in the area, and Areola sweeps it with his legs. You love to see it. Get that. God, get that. GD baby bell down. Listen, we're getting in, but say it with me. Let us speak it into existence. The lucky charms of the baby bell with the famous song, but baby bell. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Jesus has come on for Palmer. Shout out to Jesus. Not Clips is Jesus, a different Jesus. How could I reject something so certain and forceful, Tom? Good defending from West Ham. Good defending from West Ham. Obviously it's not Jesus, it's Jesus, but I can't not hear it. Whenever like commentators are talking about it, it sounds like me when I'm like over exaggerating and I'm like Jesus. Like when something bad's happened, it's like that. They're always like Jesus, and I'm like, oh, it's all kicking off. The bell, unfortunately, I cannot lick the bell. The bell has been consumed. I lobbed it in my gob, and it went down a treat. We'll see how this affects the game. Will it continue to be our good luck charm? Big fan of the incessant, like the just very forceful support of the baby bell here. Jesus, yes, Jordan. Big Vlad's coming out. Vlad's henching, he didn't know Vlad had it in him. He just took his shirt off. He looked like an MMA boy. He's got hench. He's got hench. I didn't know he was in him. You love to see it. You love to see it. You need to be up when you have Charlie with a bell. Listen, I'm getting involved. Get involved. No, I will never eat the. No, what kind of no? It's just wrong. I don't even think it's edible. I don't even think this is like the peel thing, the orange peel thing, right? I will at least concede that if you dry it and stuff, you could make it work. But I don't even think it's edible. You know, I'm gonna go and playing it, trying to chip it in straight into the hands of Areola. We'll take that all day. I'll tell you what, this is. I'm just saying we really do have an opportunity in this game. It has a bit of the Tottenham about it. 1-0. If we scored here, I would kind of back us to hold this for the rest of the game. I really would. I really, really would. Where are you watching the game? Discord, link in the description below. Get involved. Get involved. Eat the crust for good luck. There is no crust, and I'm not eating the wax. I feel like eating the wax is just wrong. Eating the wax is wrong. Unlike pineapple on pizza is what Madman meant to say, because pineapple on pizza is good. Do you reckon he did? I didn't notice him take a knock, but it would make sense. I think he's had a good game today, to be fair. I think I've backed it. I've backed it 100%. Harry is rocked up. Good to see you. I don't have a stream. How are we looking, brother? I think we're looking good, mate. I think we're looking good. We're defending well. We're holding tight. We're doing bits right now. We really are. You know, like, don't get me wrong. There was about a 10-minute period where it got, or a 5-minute period where it got real spicy, and both teams were like on the verge of scoring, and we were doing really well during that period. We've brought on 3 of our big guns in Bowen, Benrahma, and Fornals. Bowen's taken up that striker berth, and we're going for it. We're gunning for it. We're trying for this, and I genuinely believe we can do it. I really do genuinely believe we can do it. I think we're playing well enough to stop them from scoring, and I think we're playing well enough to get a goal here. All it takes is one. All it takes is one. We weren't looking that good against Tottenham. We were struggling a bit in the final third. I think you can make the argument of maybe struggling a little bit in the final third here, and yet somehow, we're doing it. And I back us to carry on doing it. Pineapple pizza is offensive to Italy. Listen, I'm not in Italy. I'm in Idaho. We do things different over here. We build them different in Idaho. You know what I mean? We build them differently. Almighty Baby Bell. Exactly. All bless the Baby Bell. Sing it with me. But baby bell, give it the chant, the lyrical incantations of bringing bangers. You know what I mean? With the baby bells. Out wide, Fornals. Oh my God, City gets so many people back. I tell you what, you can say what you want about us being defensive. City have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have like 9 players behind the ball right now. 9 players. You can sit here and say that we're being defensive, but fam, they've got basically their entire team sat back. And again, this is just what they do, but still Cresswell battling for that. Can't quite get it. Cancelo comes away with it. Tries to wriggle his way through. It's a good ball out to Gundogan, to be fair. He's got Foden ahead of him. He's got De Bruyne on the other side as well. They're trying to create space. Plays out to Foden on the left-hand side. Johnson steps up to him, tries to hold him on. He just forces Foden back. He doesn't really get any further forward. Lays it off. Jesus, De Bruyne. Jesus, it wasn't De Bruyne, it was Zinchenko. Ignore me. Jesus on the left-hand side, inside the area, can't really do anything. Plays it back to Zinchenko. Fernandinho now, as City looks to try and change the play up. They've switched it over to the right-hand side. Cancelo inside to Kevin De Bruyne. Standing still. Again, we've just got this. We're so strong right now. We're holding it. We're holding it tight. We're not allowing them the massive space. That's a great ball through to Cancelo, who a little bit less of a stutter there with Cancelo, and they might have been in. He might have been in, but it doesn't work out. And it goes straight out for a goal kick. Tight, scary, squeaky even. But I'll take it. Manuel Lanzini comes off. Good game for Vladimir Kufal. Interesting to see how this affects stuff. Where will people move? Where will they fight? Notello asks, what's your feelings on Cornish Yard? I don't know what that is. Enlighten me. Because I ain't got the foggiest. Jack Grealish is also coming on for Kevin De Bruyne. Look, both teams have lobbed their first team at this. Don't get me wrong, of course. Kevin De Bruyne, a better player than Jack Grealish. But they are bringing on the energy. They're bringing on first team players. And so have we. Both teams look like they think this is for the win. If City didn't think this was an opportunity to win, they probably wouldn't bother bringing on some of these players, right? Similarly, if we didn't think there was an opportunity for a win here, we wouldn't have been risking the likes of Ben Rama, Bowen, and Fornals in this game. You know, Kufal, who's just come back from injury, we certainly wouldn't be risking these things. So, honestly, I feel like both teams think there's a win, and I think both teams are probably correct. I do think that this game's going to be won either way. It's going to penalties. Obviously, if it does end up drawing, there is going to be a winner here. But I think it's likely to end before that. And to be honest with you, Zinchenko hits it from range, and my giddy aunt, he lined one up from a fair old whack there, hits it, drives it, and Areola does well to stop it. He just look, it wasn't going too far away from Areola, but he does have to stop up and claw it, and he just palms it up and over, flipping it. I think there is a winner in this. There is 100% a winner in this. City take the corner quickly, headed up and over. There is 518 of you currently watching this. We have already beaten our likes record for a watch along. We are at 377 likes. I tell you what, 400 is possible right now. 400 is possible. There is enough of you in here to get that 400 mark. All we need is 23. Would be insane if we could manage it. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. But my God, would be insane if we can manage it. Areola want to roll with the geezer. Areola want to roll with the geezer, riding the beam, shot with a dealer. You know what I mean? Grealish is the type of person to eat the baby ball wax, isn't he? He is. He looks like Grealish is the kind of guy who takes the baby bell, wax in hand, and just goes, eats it. You know what I mean? Untrustworthy. Is that true, Arthur? Is that true? First of all, Arthur, hello. Is that true? My giddy, you lot just blitzed through it instantaneously. We're at 414 right now. That is chaos. That is true chaos. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. That's mad. That's completely mad. Instantaneously blitzed through it. I said 23, and all of a sudden you bopped in like 30, like that. Nuts. I've no idea where that's going to end. There's enough people in here for it to go just to an insane level we've never had on this watch along. Well, we've never had this many on the watch along. So, like, to get more than that is just crazy. Soufal trying to just stop out Sterling there. West Ham very angry that it's gone out for a corner, but a corner has been called. A corner has been killed. Called, not killed. City went to take it quickly. Foden picks it up from Gundogan, who rolling slightly inwards, plays it out. Zinchenko tries to loft it in, headed away from Issa Diop. Fernandinho out to Jesus. Back to Fernandinho, tries to cut it inside. Souček cuts it out. Noble couldn't quite on the end of that. City regained possession of the ball. Jesus, Cancelo playing it back. City are trying to find their way in. West Ham sitting deep, looking organised, looking decent. City can't quite find that space yet. Cancelo tries to play it in, and it's a good block from Said Benrahma. Goes out for a corner. Manchester City. 4 minutes plus stoppage time left in this game. 4 minutes plus stoppage time in this game. I'll take this opportunity once again to remind you that I do watch-alongs every single match day, West Ham match day, on this channel. Come and get involved. I do it by myself, so the chat is what makes this possible and what keeps it happening. We are 4 minutes away here. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon as you do it so you don't miss them, and like the video, all that good stuff. But we are close. Remember also to stick around. We will have our live review of Geo Gonzo straight after this, which is what I will do. I'll spam that link in the live chat at the end of this to make sure you don't even have to do anything. So you can just jump straight to it. So I appreciate you all for being here. Genuinely, it means a lot to me. The watch-alongs are like my thing, and so it means a hell of a lot to me whenever someone comes and watches it, even if it's just for 2 seconds. I genuinely do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Ball played into the box. Manchester City, Stones heads it. Areola, easy catch. Easy catch. Whatever happens from now, we've shown that we're a serious side now and can mix it with the best of them. And that's the two most important. 100%. 100% in a heavily rotated team as well. And it's similar to what Gareth said here. David Moyes is a legend. He's transformed West Ham in 2 years. It was a 5-year job. Thank you, Moyes, for what you've done with my West Ham. Like, we are looking incredible right now. This is a heavily rotated team against one of the best teams in the world who didn't rotate as much of us, and we've taken it to them in a big way. In a big way. We're two-ish minutes away from the end of this game, plus stoppage time. Penalties could be on the cards. But as Gio said earlier, I would back us in penalties as well, to be honest with you. I really would. We've got the people on there, and at that point, it's 50-50. What happening, you know? Glenn's asking me if I prepared my heart. No, I have not. But I'll be able to deal with it. Souček. Oh, up and over. We haven't not had the opportunities in this game. That's the insane thing for me. We have not had the opportunities here. Look, if penalties comes, I'll probably have to stop looking at the chat because I suspect someone in the chat will be slightly before and it will just do me in. So I'll have to just look. But I have not prepared my heart at all, is the answer. I'm going to sneeze. I'm actually going to sneeze this time, I think. First time it was a false dawn. This time. Not good. Not good. Titch. I'm sorry, that one was fast. I don't know if you'll be able to do a voiceover on that one. Ugh. Bloody hell, there's almost 600 of you here. Hello, everyone. You all right? Follow me on Twitter, at Top Lad. I'll say that out loud. Why not? I'll say that out loud. Why not? As this game is drawing close to a conclusion, West Ham is still holding out strong. City here are trying to find their way through. They're trying to play through the lines. They've got people in decent areas to try and do something, but as sometimes happens with City, that lack of sort of focal point up front means you're looking for the ability to play through the lines. Looking for the ability to play through the lines consistently and get people in interesting areas, which is what Gundogan's done consistently in this game, to be fair. But we've held out so well, and they just haven't been able to do it most of the time. Haven't been able to do it the rest of the time. There's only been a couple of opportunities for them to do it. And we're looking at it here. We're 1 minute away from 90 minutes. 1 minute left plus stoppage time. That's a goal ball over the top. That's the sort of thing we're looking at. Sterling trying to get in, who's now shifted back over to the left-hand side. And Areola just collects it, holds it tight. Anyone we can bring on for pencil? Do we not risk another Noble situation? Well, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Big boot over the top. Fornals is hovering, as is Jared Bowen. Zinchenko awkwardly. Oh, Fornals almost got there. It's mad, isn't it, Glenn? This is the biggest thing I've ever done. It's insane. It's actually insane to me. Fernandinho hits it. Good block by Diop. Hooked away by Ben Rama. It's bouncing about. Back to Fernandinho on the edge of the area. City trying to play through the lines again. Souček battling with Foden, who manages to find a bit of space. Hits off a shot. Areola watched it go wide all the way. He would have had it covered. 3 minutes of stoppage time to go. 3 minutes left, people. My God. My giddy aunt. 3 minutes left. Phil Foden does well there, to be fair. Battling with Thomas Souček, who gets him all caught up in what looked like an octopus stretch for a brief moment. But Areola completely watched that one go wide. He had it covered. As John has just said here, there will be no extra time. It will go straight to penalties, and the draw for the next round will be after this as well. The draw for the next round will be after this. Come on, you Irons, comes from the stands. Pinged over the top, looking for Bowen from Ake, hooks it away. Noble battles for it well against Sterling, stops it from going out. 1 minute of stoppage time down. Welcome, Ray. Welcome. I believe Geo Gonzo will be live with their review as the draw happens, so they'll be able to react to that live. There will be a live review on this channel straight after this. I'll be putting the link in the chat when they're ready to go, because I will finish and they will start straight away. I will have the link in the chat and I'll spam it in there for you, so you don't even have to leave this stream at all. You can just click on it from there. Fernandinho looking to hit it from range. Foul. I don't know if that was a foul. Fernandinho was streaming forward and Pablo Fornas was behind him, nips in behind. Fernandinho goes down and it's a free kick and a very, very good effort for Manchester City. A very good area for Manchester City. He maybe goes down a bit easy. I mean, it's not unfairly given, but he does maybe go down a little bit easy there. I'm not going to look at the chat for this one because you'll probably again be slightly ahead of me, and I don't want to spoil. This is such a good area for Manchester City. You're talking about 20, 25 yards out, probably about 25 yards out-ish, just slightly to the right-hand side of the center of the goal, relatively near the D. Gundogan standing over it, Foden standing over it, Cancelo standing over it. Ben Rama's just stood next to the ball to make sure they can't take it quickly while Areola organizes his wall. Ben Rama being forced back by the ref now. Recognize him, but I can't remember his name. Phil Foden standing over it. Areola. This might be the last chance. Hit off the wall. It's off the wall. City maintain the ball, played in, header. Areola holds on to it. Come on. There's about 10 seconds left, and I think this is going to penalties. Jesus played it in, and the header from Sterling of all people. There is the full-time whistle. The full-time whistle here, and it goes to penalty shootout. My God. There is over 700 in here of you. There is over 700 of you in here right now. Sorry, I'm kind of blown away about what's going on right now. There is over 700 of you in here right now. We have already smashed the like record for the watch-alongs today. We've smashed the view record. How much further can we get that going? We're at 434 likes, which is bananas. Bananas. The most we've ever had by like almost double. Views-wise, it's the most we've ever had. We're going to penalties here in the League Cup. Remember, there will be a live review with Geo Gonzo after this, straight after. I will put the link in the chat so you don't even have to go anywhere. I'll spam the link in the chat so you can go and jump in and watch that straight away. I suspect they will still be live as the draw happens, and they will be able to react to it live with you lot as well. But my God, Jesus Christ, every time I mention the likes, they go up such a horrendous amount. I've just clicked on it. We're up to 468, like that. Thank you so much. 472. Flipping heck. We are dangerously close to 500 right now, people. We are dangerously close to 500. When the penalties are happening, I won't be looking at the chat because I suspect there will be slight spoilers in there, obviously. Oh, the draw is on Saturday. Okay, the draw is till Saturday. I thought it was tonight. Someone told me it was tonight. Okay, they'll be live after anyway. They will be live after with their full review. Oh my God. I'm tense. I am tense. I don't know what to do with myself right now. I do not know what to do. We've flown past 500, by the way. 504 right now. Flipping hell. Flipping hell. Thank you very much, everyone. Genuinely appreciate it. I said this during the thing, and I'll say it again while we're waiting for the penalties to start. The watch-alongs are like my thing, right? Like, Hammer's Chat is obviously Geo Gonzo mostly, and I'm about doing bits and pieces, but it's mostly their thing, right? You watch most of the videos, it's them, okay? The watch-alongs are like my thing. I sit here every single match day without fail. I'm here doing the watch-alongs with you, lovely, lovely people. And I do it by myself. And that means you lot are the people who make it. So whenever anyone says something nice and polite about the watch-alongs or nice about the stuff that happens on them, it's hugely appreciative to me because, again, it is really my thing. And so for this many of you to be here, 829 of you currently, which is mad. That's just sheer madness. To blitz the like record, we've got over twice as much of. I think we had 300 was the like record before. We're at 526, so almost twice as many as we've ever had before. That is chaos to me. So thank you so much. I never say this. Follow me on Twitter at @ATopLag, but I never say that usually. But also thank you so much. Everyone's here. Glenn's here. He wants it. Anyone else crapping themselves a little bit? And listen, you know me, madman. You're here a lot. You know how calm I usually am. I'm like, I'm in a handshake normally anyway, because it's just my body, but like, holy moly. We don't need Rice. That's a very bold statement, Nyla, but I love it. I love it. It's historic if Manchester United even get their first loss ever in the Carabao Cup. That's a great point, Stefan. I didn't even think about that. Shout out to your sponsors. Yeah, great point. Stuart Morris Accountants, who make this possible as well. They have basically made it possible for me to live in this flat with my girlfriend as well. So I cannot stress enough to thank Stuart Morris Accountants. I used to be an accountant. Don't do maths. It's bad and it's boring and it's long. Get someone else to do it for you. Stuart Morris Accountants, personal, business, whatever you need, get them to do it. All right, chat. I wish you all luck. I'll be concentrating on the watch on this. I won't be able to see your comments because there will be a little bit of there'll be some spoilers. We'll see how it goes. First penalty is West Ham's. Mark Noble steps up. 900, almost 1,000 of you in here right now. Jesus Christ. Okay. Noble steps up. Easy as you like. Bang. 1-0. Get in there. Get in there. Mark Noble, easy as you like. Plays it in the perfect position just above Stefan. Centrally, that's what you love to see. Captain Fantastic, Mr. West Ham. Foden steps up. I can't take it. I can't take it. I should change these up here. I should change this up here. Foden. Oh, Foden's missed. Foden's missed. I haven't thought of how the stream should look if penalties happen. Foden's missed. We'll keep it at 1. We'll just keep the score existing in the top corner. We'll just use that for now because I haven't ever thought about penalties ever happening for us. So I haven't got any special way of doing it. Foden misses. 1 pen down. 1-0 West Ham. Oh my God, this is doable. This is doable. Bowen steps up. I'm covering the chat because I don't want to see it. There we go. There is over 1,000 of you in here, by the way. Thank you so much. Subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. Bowen. Scores. He scores. Stefan got a hand to it, but it's 2. It's 2. I don't know how to deal with this. I'm quite a calm human being usually. I don't know how to deal with this whatsoever. João Cancelo steps up. Oh, I don't like it. This is the most stressed you've ever seen me. João Cancelo. Everyone waving. Get involved. Come on, boys. Steps up against Areola. It's a good pen, to be fair. Very good pen. Areola guessed the right way, but Cancelo just drove it home. To be fair, it's a good pen. But still, after 2 pens each, is West Ham 1, it's West Ham 2, Manchester City 1. Craig Dawson stepping up. Big Craigie D. Big Brexit Craig. Come on, Craig. Steps up. Easy. Light work. Blue passports and that. Let's go. You know what I mean? Easy stuff. 3-1. 3-1 on pens. It's been perfect from us so far. Manchester City constantly trying to keep catch up. Again, I don't want to look at the chat because I realize some of you will be ahead. There's 1,140 of you in here. Thank you so much. Subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter. Hey, top like. But also, thank you so much. Jesus Christ. I'll check what the likes end up getting to by the end of the stream as well, because we've blitzed that. If we can get double of our previous target, that's mad. Gabby Jesus steps up against Areola. The stutter. It's a very good pen. It's a very good pen. You can't act like it isn't. It's 3-2. A little stutter as he walks up and just slots it home. Areola gets in the wrong way. He sees where he's going and slots it home. You've got to respect that kind of pen. It's very good. But West Ham is still in the driving seat. It's 3-2 after 3 penalties each. Aaron Cresswell steps up. To be honest with you, I would back Aaron Cresswell. Whether that's smart or not, I don't know. But I would back Aaron Cresswell. If he scores this, City can't miss another pen. Oh, he does it. Come on. Oh, my God. If City miss this, we win. If City miss this, we win. 22, they just said. Carabao Cup ties unbeaten. 4 times in a row they've won this. 4 times in a row, I think they've won this. I think it's 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. And up the sticks, Jack Grealish to do it. If he misses this, if this doesn't go in, if Areola saves it, West Ham have beaten Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. An unreal season gets even more insane. Up steps Jack Grealish for Manchester City. Shimmies to the left. Hits it. It's a good pen. Good pen higher on the left-hand side. It's in. But Manchester City still have to continue to be perfect. Up steps Saeed Benrahma for the 5th penalty. Again, if Benrahma scores this, we have beaten Manchester City. There is Jesus Christ, there's 1,300 of you in here right now. Hello, everyone. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. I'm not. I'm bricking it. Remember, I do watch-alongs every single match day for West Ham United. So make sure to subscribe, come back, like the video, all that good stuff. Benrahma steps up. Bruv, he's done it. Get in the bin. In the bin. Who are you even? Manchester City, I don't know who you are. Big effing plays. What? Oh my God. Manchester City in the mud. They have been mudded. Ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly. Holy moly. Saeed Benrahma does it. He gets the whip. Come on. We've just knocked out the 4-time defending champions. I can't take it. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, by the way. I should say this. Thank you so much. I cannot stress how big this stream has been for me personally and for us as a channel. I genuinely appreciate it. We have ended it with 632 likes. We've smashed it. Our previous record was 300. There is more of you in here right now than there has ever been in here before. Wally World with the $20. Thank you very much, Wally. Much appreciated, my friend. We are effing massive. You don't even know, bro. You don't even know how massive we are. My God. I need to zone in. I need to find the links that I need. Remember, there will be a live review on the channel in just a moment with Geo Gonzo. They'll be live in just a minute. Subscribe if you haven't already. Remember, I do watch-alongs every single match day. Every single West Ham match day, I am live on this channel doing watch-alongs. So make sure to come back if you haven't already. Subscribe, hit that bell icon, all that good stuff. Geo and Gonzo will be going live in a moment. Here is the link. Click on it, get involved, go and have a gander and celebrate what is a momentous victory for West Ham United, knocking Manchester City out of the cup. My God, $10 from PGADS. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you for being here. Come back again. You've been an absolute pleasure. Everybody, go over to the review. It is live now. Thank you very much. West Ham knocked Manchester City out of pens. 5-3. Get in there. Go and enjoy the review. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye. My God.